#1 player in the class of 2026. The LSU signee will play in the trenches on both sides of the ball today. Before A.J. Brown was flying with the Eagles, he donned the Under Armour jersey as one of the top high school wideouts in the country 9 years ago. Jameer Brown is next year's #1 wideout. The junior sensation is committed to Ohio State, looking to put on a show today. And we've seen some great quarterbacks in this game. Jaden Daniels played here just 7 years ago before winning the Heisman Trophy at LSU. Peyton Houston could be a problem, looking to follow in his footsteps in Baton Rouge. The stars of tomorrow on display today in the UA Next All-America game. The practices are in the rear view. It is time to kick this thing off. Team Roses, Team Pearls in the UA Next All-America game. Welcome into the broadcast booth. I'm Matt Schick. We've got some five-star talent here today. We also have Craig Hobart and National Recruiting Director Tom Luganbill. Lugs, let's start with you. Yeah. The history of this All-Star game is unmatched. Just flip on the TV, turn on your tablet, watch the CFP, and you'll see players that played in this game.
Well, absolutely. And for those of us who've been involved in this for the last 18 years, that's one of the fun parts about watching the postseason. You look at the quarterfinal game between Texas Tech and Oregon, and guys like Brandon Finney, who played in this game a year ago. He's just a true freshman. 2 interceptions, a fumble recovered. DeCorian Moore, his freshman teammate at wide receiver for the Oregon Ducks. And a guy like Zachariah Branch, you look at the Georgia-Ole Miss matchup. Zachariah Branch from a couple of years ago had a monster day, as did son Terrence Perkins, the linebacker for Ole Miss, coming off the edge. So always fun to see these kids grow and mature into elite-level players at the next level.
And plenty of players in this game, Craig Hobart, that could be doing the same thing next year.
Yeah, high school football is a glimpse into the future of college football, but the Under Armour All-America game is a glimpse at the future difference makers in college football. Double-digit 5 stars amongst the 2027 class are taking part in this game, and more immediately from that 2026 class, you have players like Ethan Booby Feaster, who is committed to the #1 overall class in the country, USC at wide receiver, then plus Zion Ely, who is committed to the hometown Maryland Terps. He's out of St. Francis Academy in Maryland, and Lamar Brown. It is a new era at LSU. He decided to stay home, a 5-star defensive tackle that may actually be an even better offensive lineman.
And it's a new era here at the UA Next All-America game. For the second straight year, we have high school seniors and juniors taking part, which means for the first time ever, we have 2-time Under Armour All-Americans.
Yeah, excited to see some of these great players come back, like Ely, who we just mentioned, Jaira Edwards, who signed with Alabama, an absolute Swiss Army knife on defense. The big man, Emmanuel Iheanacho, headed to Oregon. Brock Harris, an outstanding tight end, and Jake Krell, who helped kick off Oklahoma's late run in recruiting over the fall, returned as well. He is so disruptive off the edge.
There are some talented players and some big dudes that can make you look very small. The 4th member of our crew, Dana Boyle, can attest to that. Hello, Dana.
Are you talking about me, Matt? Come on, I look like a giant compared to these 2 young men. We're not going to start without you, don't you worry. What's cool about both these guys, Jalen and Lamar, is that they play on both sides of the ball. Lamar, I'm going to start with you. Don't worry, they're not going to start without you. I know you want to get out there. So for you, as the #1 player in the country, what's it been like to play alongside some of the nation's best this week?
Oh, it's been a great thing just competing with others in my class and the young guys too.
Jalen, you're part of the 2027 class. What's it like to play with some of your future Texas Tech teammates?
Man, it's crazy. Practicing with them now, then when I get up there, it's going to be like a great connection when we're playing.
Lamar, you decided to stay home. What's this week been like in terms of preparing you to play at the next level?
Been great, showing off my talents and everything against people I'll probably play against college. You know, a lot of people everybody really going to college on this event.
You guys play on both sides of the ball, like I mentioned. Are we going to see you in the Wildcat?
Yes, y'all is.
You have a big smile on your face. What's so fun about playing both sides of the ball?
Man, it's ability to show how big I can move, how big I am, and the way I can move. can't play one position. I can play multiple positions.
All right, I'm going to let you guys go play. Thanks for the time.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dana. And we will also have some verbal commitments being made here today. We got top 50 wideout Tyron Horns from Florida, looking at SEC, Big 12, and ACC schools. Top 5 defensive end in the junior class, Jaden Bryant out of South Carolina, looking at SEC and ACC as well. It is time to get this underway. Team Roses in the black, Team Pearls in the white. Camden Lapati is the starting quarterback, and he is committed to Illinois in this 5-receiver set for Team Pearls. 43 total touchdowns in his junior season. Lapati with plenty of escapability, showing it, sliding down after a short gain. Gain of about 2 or 3 yards. Amari Irvin, the Notre Dame commit, with the stop. Lapati, 43 total touchdowns, led his West High School to 5 straight games of 60 or more points. He's committed to Illinois, but the recruitment is not over for him.
Well, I tell you what, I love this guy. I think he's been one of the more undervalued guys over the last 2 to 3 years in terms of recruitment on a national scale. So what Brett Bielema has done at Illinois, getting his services, I think is outstanding.
Wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage, bringing him down, Jake Krell, the Oklahoma signee, top 5 defensive end, picked the Sooners over Texas and Ole Miss, loss of 5.
Yeah, Matt, this is one of the players we just talked about who is a returner. He is so explosive off the edge. His motor is tough to match. He's also a good technician in terms of his ability to attack with a pass rush plan early on. You see him here getting to the quarterback.
3rd down and 13, and the rules of this game, unless you cross your own 40-yard line, once you cross your own 40-yard line, you have to go for it and cannot punt. They are in a punting zone right here and hoping to change that. 3rd down and long. Wrapped up behind again and bringing him down behind the line of scrimmage. Lamar Brown, the aforementioned #1 player in the SC Next 300, loss of 7.
What a dominant push on the pocket right there. And not to sound like a broken record each and every year if you watch this broadcast and watch this game, but it's always the offensive line that has really struggled in a 5-day practice period to gel together, Craig, to handle this defensive front.
And there, Lamar Brown just gets to the edge, gets to half a man, wins the leverage battle, and is able to get there. And remember, I said I think he's a better offensive lineman. You just saw him get a sack there, Tommy. It tells you what type of O-lineman he is.
You can also tell while he wanted to get out of Dana Boyle's interview. He's like, I got to get out of here. I want to go play. Wade Register, top 3 kicker in the country, headed to Georgia, and that one out of bounds at around the 25-yard line. 50-yard punt and no return, as we'll get a look at Team Roses coming up for their first set of downs. Team Roses in the black jerseys. We'll get a look at Peyton Houston at quarterback, as we mentioned in the open, who is headed to LSU, the #2 pocket passer in the SC Next 300.
Tom, I know this is a player that you saw on the camp circuit when we run the Under Armour Next camps. And he really jumped out 2 years ago when not much was going on.
Yeah, he was just going into what would have been his sophomore year. Wasn't heavily recruited, and one of the more impressive pure passers that you will find. A really smooth stroke and can get rid of the football quickly.
Houston looking down the near sideline. It just out of the outstretched hands of Masani Gales, who has had a terrific week. The junior prospect, top 10 wideout. Has USC in the lead for his recruitment. 2nd down.
Well, Craig, with a little bit of air, that's a touchdown.
They got it because that was really good protection.
Yeah.
You just saw in that first series for the Pearls how the D-line can disrupt there. They gave Houston a nice pocket. It was a missed opportunity.
Top 20 running back in the junior class, Christian Alexander, is in the backfield, but it's Houston. Wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. Zayden Gamble coming in on the tackle from Thomas Aquinas. St. Thomas Aquinas, top 15 safety in the junior class, loss of 2.
What's interesting about that, Tom, is I think here in high school, Peyton Houston's probably able to shake that defender.
Absolutely.
You get out here, you're not shaking these guys. Great job by Zayden Gamble breaking down, wrap it up, making that tackle.
Yeah, great open field tackle, and you're right, those walls start closing in an awful lot faster in this event than they do during your high school career.
3rd down and 12. Houston. Intended for, it looked like Easton Royal. And we do have a flag on the play. That was Dorian Barney, top 20 corner, the Ole Miss signee, covering the pass.
Yeah, he was there a little bit early.
His pass interference on Team Pearls.
Easton Royal is such a physical kid. He reminds me so much of Luther Burden, who performed in this game a couple of years back prior to arriving at the University of Missouri. About 6 foot, but really thick, sturdy build, strong pass catcher that is really good with the ball in his hands after the catch.
He can run too. He's got some speed to burn.
He is a commit to Texas, but again, as a junior, recruitment far from over. So on 3rd down and long, they pick up the pass interference, extending the drive, 1st down and 10. Here's Alexander with the carry, the top 20 running back. Crosses the 40-yard line, nearing the 45. We'll call it a gain of 4. That was Caden McCarty, the Texas A&M commit on the stop.
You know, at this type of setting, Craig, I mean, if I'm coaching the offense, I want to have the draw game in. I want to have the quick screen game in until I can get a feel for how offensive lines are going to hold up on both sides of the teams.
Yeah, Pearls just changed out all 4 defensive linemen. They're fresh. To your point, Tom, I think you better quick screen something here. Try to get those guys racing upfield.
2nd down and 6. Alexander again. Minimal gain. Tariq Boney, the Michigan signee, with the stop. Gain of 3. It'll bring up 3rd down and short. Tariq Boney, interesting story. It's what an insane month he had in terms of recruitment. He signs with Michigan. A week later, what happened with Sharon Moore in Michigan, he said, you know what, I'm sticking with him.
Well, you love to kind of hear that, because that tells you that he's got a little bit of a devotion and a loyalty and an affinity for the program and what the program's about, not just one individual.
4-star defensive end. It's 3rd down and 3. Alexander nearing the 1st down. They're going to give it to him. Jalen Brewster, the #1 defensive tackle in the junior class, who's committed to Texas Tech with the stop, but 4th straight running play here, and that's one way to negate a pass rush.
Yeah, well, and they're doing a nice job. 3 or 4 yards at a clip, able to move the chains. You do this, as you mentioned, try to slow that pass rush down a little bit, so when you do have to drop back.
1st and 10, Peyton Houston. A little off-platform throw that is incomplete, intended.
Like to see him
Oh,
keep
that will
running
be
there.
a catch.
Oh, even over. Completion or not, he had some green in front of him there. I think there was an opportunity.
Yeah, I think you're right, Craig. I think Peyton Houston, the LSU commit here, could have continued to run. Does a nice job changing his arm angle, trying to dump it off, and just for a 2-yard gain. But good job at mobility, navigating the pocket that time from Houston.
Christian Alexander with the catch at 2nd down and a little bobble there from Houston, gives it off in the flat to Xavier Sabb, who is met by a plethora of pearls. No gain there as Tariq Boney and Amari Sanders there on the stop. Sanders, the players in the junior committed class to Vanderbilt. 3rd down and long.
In case you're wondering why that throw looked like that, right before we came on air, we had a bit of a downpour come right through here, and wet ball, wet surface. Got to get a handle on the football for a 3rd and 8 here.
And a related story, thanks for having me in the booth this year.
Absolutely.
8th play of this drive for Team Roses as Peyton Houston looks to the sideline. Two on the play clock, gets it off. Houston. Near side, in and out of the hands of Zion Robinson, the Stanford signee. And no punting in this zone, so they will go for it on this side of the 50.
That ball was coming out of his hand with some heat. And I think with young guys like Robinson, the timing and how quickly that ball is on you when you're playing with other Power 4 caliber, elite level talents is not the same as playing with your normal, everyday high school quarterback.
Zion Houston, the Stanford signee, flipped from Michigan late in the process. 4th down and 8. Houston looking deep. Pretty ball, far side, and in and out of the hands of Easton Royal, the top 5 wideout and Texas commit. That was a pretty strike from Houston, but just through the hands.
Yeah, Royal, he's got speed, and it all starts up front. with the offensive line. Look at the pocket that they gave him the time. Royal had to step, just overreach. The plays are there. Who's going to be the first to make it?
Hi, Lou Young here, reporting live. Under Armour All-American game.
Hey, it's your boy Ross 500. Like my boy said, Lou Young reporting live at the UA All-America.
Todd.
Next.
Todd.
2026. ESPN, look at this football. We got rain, and that's real football weather.
These kids out here, rain, sleet, or snow. They look like grown men, and they're ready to go pro. Booyah!
Definitely. Best athletes in the world. Stay tuned, it's gonna be big. Look at this. Look, we got the best athletes all in the world, man. Best athletes in the world, man.
You can't even
get no better.
These kids come out of a lab. Dexter couldn't even write this up.
Can't get no better.
Todd, listen, we need some big plays. We need things to be happening. It's a defensive game right now. What do you think? What's your prediction?
I'm just saying, it's raining right now, so it's like you're going to have to establish the run game.
Okay.
But you know, receivers still want that ball. We still need that ball. Number 7, hey, y'all got to get the ball to my dog. Y'all got to get the ball to my dog.
Jameson Williams, the Detroit Lion. Booyah!
The UA Next All-America game is brought to you by Under Armour. Protect this house. Bunch of great players of the future and those of the past. Some making their verbal commitments. Here are the written rules for Under Armour, the Under Armour All-America game. 12-minute quarters, 25 seconds when the ball is set for play. No kickoffs, no fake punts, no fake field goals, and a rule that Kirk Ferentz would probably frown at. You must go for it on 4th down from your minus 40 going in.
He's going to frown on that no 12 personnel, too.
No 12, no 21. Here we go.
Well, hopefully, as we get through the first series for both teams, Greg, you guys settle down, get a little feel for it. I think the offensive staff now for Team Pearls start to realize you got to maybe get the ball out of their hand a little quicker.
And we look at the two head coaches here for this game. Asai Halamarian, head coach of St. Francis Academy, walked on at Maryland, turned St. Francis around with the help of Biff Poggi and Bill McGregor.
Wow.
Longtime coach there at DeMatha with the Stags.
Legend.
Coming off a season with 21 straight wins going back to last season. That's one shy of the school record. Team Pearls, Jace Johnson now in at quarterback, top 5 dual threat quarterback who is committed to Texas A&M. Gregory Batson there on the stop. Team Pearls looking for a little bit more offense than they did the first time around with back-to-back sacks.
And that's a good play call because now you're going to slow down the pass rush because you got to be cognizant of quarterback run. And Johnson is one of those guys that is a dynamic dual threat. Still developing in the passing game, but boy, can he really do it on the ground.
Had 14 rushing touchdowns in his junior season in high school. Javari Barnett, the Illinois signee, met right at the line.
Zane Rowe doing a nice job crashing down. Zane, the player who can play on the edge, which is he doing. He's put on quite a few pounds this season. He's really starting to grow. I think you're going to see him as he continues to mature into an interior player. He's also kind of doubled at tight end at times and younger in his career.
Less than 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We might have had some movement there.
Nice. Well done on the hard count that time from Jace Johnson, the Texas A&M commit, as you mentioned. This should lead to a fresh set of downs.
Zane Rowe, Kyron Haywood. Moving there on the line.
Teammates, both Geyer.
Yeah, great discipline on the offensive line, regrouping in this second series, Craig.
A nice job, too. But Jace Johnson, you see him on the field, Tom, at practice this week. He's not there yet, but he's got that big Bryce Underwood type frame.
Very much so. He is a good-looking prospect on the hoof.
Lawrence Britt, the receiver at the near side. One of the top 5 athletes in the class. Squeaks that one out to the far side. That's Grant Haviland breaking a tackle. Gets the first down. And the first pass and pass completion for Team Pearls goes for 17 yards.
And how about Jace Johnson just changing his arm angle just a little low to suit the throw and get the ball out into the flat. And that's what you got to do in today's game. You've got to be able to get rid of the football in unorthodox manners because of the pass rush, because of the throwing lanes. That was really, really impressive there from Johnson.
Grant Havlin, #1 tight end in the junior class. Pass over the middle, complete, and into the end zone for the touchdown. Tyron Horns will hear his college commitment later on. He's committed to the end zone, 24 yards for the score.
Nice job using the run game, operating downfield, and here putting it through the air, just a slant route from Horns. As you mentioned, commitment coming up, Georgia, Auburn, Ole Miss, Louisville, Central Florida, all in the mix, waiting to see where he will land. A nice, well-executed drive there by the Pearls. You're going to see he is up top, just a slant. Both of those defenders came up on the underneath route, expecting the quick screen out to the edge. It freed Horns up, and he capitalized. We asked who was going to make that first play. Horns stepped up.
And you must go for two. There are no PATs. Jace Johnson, did he break the plane? FAR official coming in. And he did not, so it'll be 6-0.
He deserves it off of effort.
Wow, yeah, lower your shoulder, kid. Let's go.
Four-play, 52-yard drive for Team Pearls. Got some points on the board, Craig Hubbard.
Yeah, the Pearls moving downfield. Tyron Horns taking it in. A commitment coming up a little later in the game. Watch out. Where is he going to go? Stay tuned.
All right, bro. Got in the end zone first. How you feel?
I feel great.
What you see on that coverage right there, or you just got in there?
I just got in there.
All right, what you got, Luke?
Tyron Hunt, talk to us. You just got busy. You just got silly. What went to your mind on that route? And what was the celebration?
Man, I was just hyped. I had to get in there. You know, real tweaker, you can't get in.
Okay, real tweak. Show me something. Give a little something for the crowd. Give a little something.
Give him a little celebration. Celebration for the camera.
Get out of there, son.
You see it, though.
Yeah. Can you see it?
Let's go. Hey, y'all see it right now. Hey, just starting. It was raining,
yeah,
but we still throwing the ball. As a receiver, we love to see that ball in the air. So I feel like we was good on the run game right now, but we got the ball in the air. It's perfect. What you got, Lou?
Tyron Horns, a star is born. Booyah!
Hey, look, guys, make sure y'all keep tuning in. This right here is the best athletes in the world right now. So if you want to be here, make sure you tune in and watch what you got to do, man. These guys are real athletes. I'm happy to be here, dog.
We're gonna be here all day long, rain, sleet, or snow. We locked in. We in the trenches with these boys.
All right, let's see if the other team can get on the board right now. Back to the booth. Let's go.
Pearls, where's your girl? Gotta go.
The 48th Annual FCS Championship game, Monday, 7:30 Eastern on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the ESPN app. Illinois State, let's go Redbirds, squaring off against Montana State. The Bobcats, a pregame coverage begins at 7 Eastern.
Look at that, no ranking.
Unseeded, unranked, and getting to the national championship. Bunch of ranked players here in this one, Dana.
Yeah, Matt, I'm here with Jace Johnson. You just threw the touchdown to Tyron. Any previous relationship with him?
Yeah, we got a lot of relationships back in the past. We went at UA camp down in Orlando. We built chemistry there. Then I got him on my 7-on-7 team with Fast Houston, and it was up since there.
We made you look good there. We saw you use your legs. How do you describe your play as a quarterback?
I feel like I'm a pocket passer. I only use my legs when I have to. So.
You almost got it there. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's why you hit the Under Armour Next Camp Series to start to build these relationships.
Absolutely. All of these kids, no matter where they're located, they all either know each other through social media, 7-on-7, the camp circuit, as you referenced, Craig. Great opportunity to build some camaraderie.
Also sounded like a player who wants to be classified as a pocket passer, not a dual threat.
Yeah.
That was Peyton Houston with the pass to George Lamont.
There we go. Finally.
Lamone, excuse me.
Yeah, with Lamone out wide, I mean, he is a big target. Good decision there by the coaching staff for Team Rose to just get the ball out of Peyton Houston's hand and get yourself in a manageable 2nd and down.
There's Mo, one of the top tight ends in the junior class. Alexander trying to get wide, and there is not much room there. That defensive front for Team Pearls, led by Jaden Bryant, who's going to make his commitment coming up out of Irma High School in South Carolina.
Samu Moala as well in there, number 10, doing a good job wrapping up. Player who's been a little bit banged up. He's tough. He's like, oh, I'm good. I'm gonna keep grinding away this week. Committed to Texas A&M.
3rd down and 4. Houston over the middle, and we have a 1st down. Zion White out of IMG Academy, one of the top wide receivers in the junior class, picks up a gain of 14, 1st down.
6'3", 197-pounder. He is a big body target, so you can see why Peyton Houston on the slant route to the boundary. That's a wide catch radius.
State basketball player of the year as well in the state of Hawaii was Zion White, as Christian Alexander picks up a few yards. Boney again on the tackle. We called his name a couple of times.
Yeah, Tariq Boney, as you mentioned, sticking with Michigan. He's a player who's only a 4-star. His biggest problem, and I think you need to overlook it, which Michigan did, he doesn't have ideal length, but he is a phenomenal football player.
Nice snag there on the far side. Zion White on the snag again. Dorian Barney on the stop, the Ole Miss signing. And a gain of 5, going to be 3rd down and 1 here for Team Roses. 2 minutes to go. 6-0 Team Pearls. Team Pearls in white, Team Roses in black. Alexander the back. Houston will tuck it and run. Gets to the far side, picks up the 1st down. Dorian Barney forced him out of bounds. Gain of 4 for Houston.
You know, Peyton Houston, he's one of those guys, it's not your true dual threat, but he's a good enough athlete to get out of trouble, and you can count on him for a couple of runs a game, just like that, short yardage. Good play call for Team Roses.
6', 205 pounds, out of Louisiana. It can't get out of the pocket. That is Tariq Boney again, the Michigan signee out of Washington, D.C., with a couple of other pearls of wisdom.
Yeah, you know, I talked about him being a great football player. You say, well, they're all great football players. What I mean by that is he is a technician. He's outstanding with his hands. You see him up top, work to the edge, that right hand with the rip, getting right around the corner, not wasting any footwork, bending that edge.
Corey Wilder, too, the Ohio State verbal commitment, in on the push from the inside position.
So loss of 7 on the play, but they're going to try and pick it back up, and they do. That was Zion White with the short pass, gets down the field, crossing the 30-yard line.
Well executed screen there, some big bodies out in front. Nice job drawing that defensive line up.
Hey, what? Team Pearl on defense better start accounting for number 21 right there. White, he's been the go-to guy on this drive.
That type of length, he should be hard to miss.
Yeah.
Team Roses has converted both of their 3rd down attempts so far. This their 3rd. The handoff, it's Xavier Sabb. Sabb has some room to run, crosses the 10-yard line before being forced out of bounds by Jet Washington, the Oregon signee, but a gain of 20, 1st and goal.
Yeah, the #1 ranked athlete in the 2027 class came in as a wide receiver, needed some extra help at running back. He jumped back there showing what he can do.
The more valuable you are, the more you can do, the more valuable you are, Craig.
One of the captains on this team. 10th play of the drive, started at their own 35-yard line. We do have it's like a substitution flag here on Team Roses.
Yeah, they're trying to get a guy in late. Number 44, Tariq Boney. Mentioned his name several times so far in the 1st quarter. That not for the positive.
When he ran out there, he just brought a flag with him. Yeah, he was so late. Right by the ref. This is for you.
Yeah,
you're going to need it.
Coach McGregor, great to have him out here this week.
He's done such a great job.
36 seasons as head coach.
What a legendary tenure. Think about the amount of kids that he's helped mature, grow, develop, and move on to have an opportunity to play college football.
1st and goal, and met in the backfield just as Alexander got the football. Sincere Johnson, insincere on the tackle, loss of 4.
Yeah, he just came roaring downhill. Player, just a great attitude. Very first day that we checked, he's going to see he timed that beautifully. He was in there. Very first day we're there, he comes and finds me in the hallway. He goes, hey, can you get a hold of the guy who's going to be our defensive coordinator? He wanted to get some extra time in, start to learn the defense. We're at number 52, like Pepper Johnson also played at Ohio State.
Houston trying to get out of the tacklers, cannot. 3 pearls in the backfield. And a sizable loss for Team Roses as we see Jalen Brewster, the #1 defensive tackle, and Tariq Boney in on the stop as well. Loss of 15.
Yeah, it was like a Pez dispenser of defenders there, Tom. Every time he slipped one, there was another one right there.
Yeah, Mekhi Allen right there coming off the edge.
1, 2, and nope, can't get 3 and 4.
And that is it for the first quarter of play. 6-0 Team Pearls. Team Roses was on the doorstep, and now they've got a little ways to go. The 3rd and 23 after the break. The UA Next All-America game.
Lou Young here. Ross, tell us what you thought about the girls and the flag football.
I mean, it is amazing. These girls are sponges. They take stuff super serious, and I'm just super happy that they're starting to get the equal opportunities to play the game that we love, football.
We've seen them putting in work all week. They played against the boys, then they came out here and took what they did all week, put it to the test. Selena Valentina, AKA Catwoman. Shout out to Team Mexico. She was the MVP, made so many plays.
I mean, I love working with the girls. I'm not gonna lie, I love working with the girls the most in the flag football space, but we are really coming into this sport, so we want to make sure that we give the girls a fair opportunity, and we really love what's happening.
Team discipline will win. Take it back.
Back to the booth.
Booyah!
But he wasn't the reason.
'18th edition of the Under Armour Next All-America game. We are in the midst of a 12-play drive here for Team Roses, who is converted on all 3 of their 3rd down attempts, but a 3rd and goal from the 23 upcoming. What have you liked what you've seen so far, Tom Luganville?
How both offenses have settled in to some degree. Each of their second series are starting to realize, okay, we're going to have to help out our offensive line a little bit, get some quarterback run involved, get the ball out of our hand with some quick game in the passing game. And then, really, to be honest with you, the accuracy of Jace Johnson and Peyton Houston, particularly in the second series, Craig, really good at the quarterback position.
Yeah, I mean, really, the defensive line at times is disrupted, just like previous play that has set this into a 3rd and red zone instead of a 3rd and goal.
3rd and Jacksonville.
Here in DeLand, Florida, for the UA Next All-America game. That's right, 3rd and goal, and you can't see the end zone in your screen. Christian Alexander in the backfield. Peyton Houston, the quarterback. Houston steps up. Throwing, got his man, and touchdown! Zion White out of IMG Academy, 23 yards, 3rd and goal from the 23. 4 for 4 on 3rd downs.
All right, Pearl defense. He's wearing number 21. we got to get a beat on this guy here. What a play from quarterback Peyton Houston, the LSU verbal commitment, just a 2027 class prospect to navigate the pocket, get out of trouble, and roll to his left, throw back and over the top. What an impressive play on the move from the quarterback. And again, connecting with White. Look at that.
You love too, Tom, how you've got white jerseys around you, you're on the move, the awareness and eye discipline to still stay downfield to allow that play to happen. It could be very easy to panic and just go into run mode. Peyton Houston still able on that drive to create some plays with his legs. And I think of the quarterbacks here, have been a really good group, but he has come across this week as the most well-rounded.
Yeah, I think he's come into the week probably the most polished. He won a lot of football games at the high school level, still has another year in front of him. But so far, particularly on this second series, as we mentioned, both of these offenses starting to get into rhythm a little bit.
Going for 2 now. Has no PATs allowed. Houston navigating off of the left hand of the running back Christian Alexander. Kyle Allen there defending the play, but Zion White, 4 catches, 54 yards, including the 23-yard touchdown. Team Roses, Team Pearls, knotted up at 6. Oh yeah, it's football. We're multi-sport.
Yeah, this is a public service announcement to anyone out there. Come get cooked, I'm telling you. And we be here every day.
You gonna make that call?
It's a W for us, a big win, so I'm telling you.
Ready, break.
Working hard.
Zion White. All right.
Lou Young here. Zion White just scored for Team Roses. Man, how you feeling?
Feel great, man. Just blessed.
What you see on that play?
Shit, it was levels, two digs, and a corner I seen. Dig wasn't open at all. Safety had rotated over, so I was like, shit, we just want to go vertical. Caught it.
So you can say that you saw the coverage?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we got to run cover 1, but yeah, and I seen somebody in front of me. I was like, I got to go score. Just kept going straight.
Sometimes you got to overcome coaching and just make a play.
Yeah, exactly.
We're seeing a playmaker in this kid right here.
Yeah.
So we got the second touchdown.
Yeah.
How you feel about, just the overall, when you don't have the ball in your hand, what do you have to do?
You got to go do your job, man. Because honestly, if it wasn't for that corner route, I wouldn't have scored. So shit, when it's a run play, I'm going to go block the guy in front of me so my QB, my running back, whoever, he can score. And one eat, we all eat, you know what I'm saying?
100%. Team sport. Good job.
Team sport, man. And it seems like you made a little adjustment there for your QB too.
Yeah.
So you got an eye discipline, and you see the whole field. You're not just worried about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I can see the way your teammates, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seems like you're a leader out here.
And you got everybody watching you too, bro. You putting on for all your peoples, bro. So make sure you.
14 million people just seen you do your thing.
Shit. What we said?
14 million people just saw you.
14 million people.
How you feeling about that?
What you got to say to them?
Feel great. Hey, I love you. Hey, praise Jesus. We start a new year off strong.
Amen.
Huh?
Yeah.
To God be the glory.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This kid, just to give God grace, how does that feel, man?
It feels great, man. I be doing my Bible study as much as I can, going to church as much as I can. Honestly, man, without him, none of this would be possible.
Hey, listen, when you got a mind like that, you can't lose. To God be the glory. Get out of here.
Incredible performance. Are you not entertained? Unbelievable. There will be a new champion.
The college football playoff semifinals begin Thursday, January 8th, and continue Friday, January 9th.
And some players here in this game could be playing in the college football playoff as soon as next season. Tied at 6 on the field with Dana Boyle.
On that touchdown.
It was 2 digs and a corner route. Corner route had took the safety, and I was open. Nobody in the middle of the field, so I ran up, converted it, caught that pill. Seeing 2 people in front of me, I was like, nah, I got to get in the end zone.
You also had 3 white jerseys on you. How did you get into the end zone with all that commotion?
Shoot, man, I don't even know. I just powered through, just believed in God, believed in my guys, and just kept running.
Good stuff. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Zion White, and then capping it off with a slam dunk there. And again, he was State Player of the Year in Hawaii for basketball. 12 points a game, 9 rebounds a game as a sophomore, leading them to a state championship. Multi-sport athletes here on the field. Tied at 6 here in the second quarter. Nice pass to the 40-yard line as that is Hayshawn Bowman, top 10 wideout out of Brentwood, Tennessee. He's got Miami, Ohio State, Oregon, Tennessee, Vandy, among others on his list.
Illinois commit Camden Lapati, who started this game, and it was a rough start because the offensive line just wasn't able to hold up in that first series. This time getting the ball out of his hand quickly with a nice easy completion right in front of him.
Camden Lapati, 6'3", 220 yards of Salt Lake City, headed to Illinois and headed to the sidelines. It's one hops his intended receiver who was open there. That was Tyson Robinson, the junior out of Mississippi.
Well, if he just could have gotten a little bit of air over that, Robinson would still be running right now. Great job escaping the pocket, keeping his eyes downfield, as we talked about previously with Peyton Houston. Just didn't have enough oomph behind that football to get the completion.
3rd down and 4, and they are in the zone where, regardless of what happens on this play, unless it's a loss of yards, once you reach the -40, you have to go for it. You cannot punt. See what they do here on 3rd down. Lapati escapes the tacklers, crosses midfield. There you see some of the footwork, the agility, the speed, the toughness, ball on the ground. And it is recovered by Team Pearls. Camden Lapati lost it. Team Pearls gets it back, 25 yards on the run.
He's got a little Bear Bachmeyer in him. BYU quarterback, thick build, really sturdy, strong runner, deceptively quick in his actions, particularly his initial quickness in the pocket. As you see right here, being able to get out of trouble, tucking the football, realize he's got a lot of real estate and green grass going forward, and a fresh set of downs in plus territory.
Lapati running into his own teammate there. I believe that was Grant Havlin. No, it was Brock Harris. It's the ball jarred loose, so Lapati is out after taking that hit. Jace Johnson comes in at quarterback, top 5 dual threat quarterback, who has verbally committed to Texas A&M. 4 receiver set. Johnson showing off his legs, slips down past the 25-yard line, a gain of about 8.
Well, Jace Johnson may consider himself a pocket passer, but that element right there is what's going to make him dangerous for the next level, because you're going to continually have to account for his legs. They put him in there to be a designated runner right there, and he pulls off an 8-yard run, but boy, is he an explosive runner.
Top 5 dual threat quarterback, 650 rushing yards this past season in high school with 14 rushing touchdowns. Camden Lapati back in. He had 9 rushing touchdowns to his name this past season in high school. Lapati not getting a lot of time back there. Breaks out to the 30, to the 25. And nearing the first down, it will be close. Cole Crawford, top 5 inside linebacker from the state of Georgia. As Lapati nearly runs into the kicking net. It is a first down.
Well, I'll tell you that the difference between the first series for Lapati and this series is he's been able to get out of trouble and avoid negative plays. So while it hasn't been perfect up front, he's able to get positive yardage. And again, another set of downs here in the red area for Team Pearls.
700 rushing yards in his junior high school season at West High. A lot of athleticism on the field. Tyson Robinson, the running back behind Lapati. Robinson gets the handoff and is tripped up right behind the line of scrimmage. Amari Irvin was the first man in. The Notre Dame commit, number 2 inside linebacker in the junior class.
Yeah, and if you notice, a lot of these guys we're talking about, you just mentioned Lapati, Irvin, they're juniors, they're underclassmen. So a lot of recruitment still ahead of them, a lot of development still ahead of them. But what's so interesting is whether you're a sophomore, a junior, or a senior now in the sport of football, if you're playing with elite athleticism and size, they all look the same.
It is hard to distinguish juniors and seniors on this field. Bad snap, gets by Lapati, has to fall on it all the way back at the 45-yard line. Jake Krell was there to make sure. All he could do was fall on it. Loss of 22 yards.
Yeah, an errant snap. You got a great series going here. You're moving the ball at a pretty good pace, and you just get this ball come out, and it is way to the right of Lipati, and credit Lipati for getting down in a fetal position, securing that football. And now they're going to start it all over again with a 3rd in Miami.
Peyton Miller, the center, one of the top 20 offensive tackles in the junior class. Perhaps even 3rd in Auburn here. Lipati gets his man in the air, crosses the 40 to the 35. Bull rushes down past the 30-yard line. Cole Crawford finally brings him down. A gain of 14. Things a little more manageable now. We'll see what they decide to do. They're going to attempt the field goal.
Absolutely. And just to get that amount of yardage back, to put him in position to come away with some points on this drive. Again, credit Lipati. That's all on him to make it happen. But it's clear that in the passing game, this Team Pearl's got to start throwing the quick game, because the intermediate and deep level stuff, there's just not enough time for the quarterback right now.
Huron Zuricat, 46 yards, described as a leg of steel. Kicked a 57-yard field goal this year. As coach said, it would have been good from 67. This one, a mere 46. No announcer jinx from this booth. 46-yarder is good for the Georgia signee. 9-6 Team Pearls in the 18th edition of the Under Armour game.
And we are back, man.
Lou Young here. We
talk a little bit about this weekend and what you saw, and then how these players been preparation.
I've seen these kids got great futures ahead of them. You know what I mean? I talked to them. I had them on my podcast. I done, doing drills with them and stuff like that. And you can tell that they parents did a great job.
Right, and that's what I really love. They're really good kids, and everybody's buying in. You got the best athletes in the world. Everybody's usually top dogs at their school coming together, so it's going to take humility and, kids being coachable. So at the end of the day, this is a great group, so I literally love this, and the fans here are always supportive. So
man, it's raining right now. Look at these parents. They don't matter. They got their ponchos.
Still out here. But the main thing I like is the people that come support. And we got our people right now. We got our band right here that we show love with. So we're going to get right. Let's get right.
Can we get a little drum line?
The UA Next All-America game is brought to you by Under Armour. Protect this house. Look at some of the names, some of the players that have graced us with their presence here at the Under Armour All-America game. George Pickens making his presence known with the Dallas Cowboys. Earlier this week, the Riddell Experience brought athletes face-to-face with Riddell's industry-leading personalized protective equipment. Players were immersed with the brand through head scanning, equipment insights, and the chance to try on gear designed specifically for the game's elite athletes. Awesome experience for these young athletes. It's great to get swag and gear and all that. It's another to be kind of on the front lines of this new equipment.
Oh, absolutely. And then all of a sudden you're getting custom-made gear. And, we never had custom-made gear. We were always asking for the equipment manager to come over and pump air into the top of our head. And then you see some of these visors. I know you recently had eye surgery. You should be wearing a visor in the booth so that you don't lose an eye. Or your good one.
I wish they allowed eye patches on the air. I would have brought the 3 that I have.
Tom, to your point, I've been impressed by how hard these young men are working. Like, of course, they're going to come out and compete because they're all competitors, but these are good game reps for them as they transition into the college game.
Well, there's no question. I think that's one of the things that makes the entire week so much fun, is for the vast majority of these kids, they're not playing somebody across for them or to either side of them that is of equal or greater talent to what they possess. So for some of them, they're a little shell-shocked. For some of them, they just fit right in. And some of them just thrive on it. So it is a great week to reveal competitive temperament.
It's a great little training ground before some of these kids go to the college level as soon as next week. Teddy Gerard now in at quarterback, the #1 pocket passer in the junior class, committed to Notre Dame. Easton Royal on the catch, the Texas commit, gain of 5.
Yeah, Teddy Gerard, and you mentioned Notre Dame. I think there's a high likelihood that we're probably going to see one more year of C.J. Carr at Notre Dame before he's eventually, I think he's going to be a top 10 pick overall. And now you got Gerard with another year of high school, the ability to go in and potentially compete once he arrives on campus.
He announced earlier last month he was reclassifying to the class of 2026. Gerard in the flat to Royal. And a gain of a couple of yards. Bring up third down. Loss of one, actually. Samu Moala with the stop.
Guys, the rain has really picked up, and I know that because I came and joined Dana down on the field. regretting that decision, but I will say on a positive note, it's impressive, too. You see from these perimeter players, Tom, how well they tackle, too. Defensive backs is just not about speed. You're seeing these guys coming up tackling in space.
Well, they better, because the skill, if it gets loose, it's going to go.
Gerard, that one knocked down. Samu Moala, the Texas A&M signee, top 5 inside linebacker, knocks it down. And Team Roses is just on the fringe of having to go for it. They're at their own 39-yard line, so they will punt it away. Once you hit your own 40, you have to go for it. Mikey Bukowskis, the #1 ranked punter for the Coles kicking 2026 class, we'll punt this one away.
Hey, guys, I'm here with a two-timer, Jake Krell. Jake, you get ready to go on defense. What's the game plan? How you getting to the quarterback?
Beat the man in front of me. That's all you got to do. Win your one-on-one.
What's the move, though? What's the money move for Jake Krell?
Dip and rip, man. You got to hit the ghost like Von Miller.
There you go.
I love it. And he does it. And I think the thing, too, and Craig, I know you love this about him. He's one of those kids that he literally runs on 93 octane at all times.
Yeah, he was huge. You know, Oklahoma had gotten off to a slow start on the recruiting trail. He committed late summer, and he really kind of set things off.
9-6 Team Pearls. 5.5 to go in the first half.
Right now? What I see right now, it's obviously raining, but I see a lot of hard football. These players came to play, but it starts with preparation and practice, and that's what I've seen all week. Every player that I've talked to, engaged with, they have been working. And you got the best players in the world, so I'm just happy to be here. And every single player has been super respectable, super coachable. When you take the best players in the world, you mix them up, this is what you can expect. At UA All-America, we got the first quarter. We got a slow game right now, but it's raining, so we seeing the ball on the ground a little bit, pass in the air some. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. I mean, you've taken the best players, so I'm just really excited. 30 more seconds. They got me 30 more seconds. Look, guys, I just really appreciate everybody and everybody tuning in to UA. Get over here. Help me out. Help me out. Just stand over here with me. So you see these big guys like this? You know what I'm saying? We authentic out here. This is what we do. And we got the best players in the world once again. So I'm just 30 seconds to talk. What I'm going to do is talk about the whole quarter? Like, what you want me to do? 30 seconds. I don't know what to say. So what? Take my time. Take it home to the booth. That's crazy.
The 48th annual FCS Championship game is Monday, 7:30 Eastern on ESPN. ESPN Deportes and the ESPN app. Illinois State squaring off against Montana State. Our pregame coverage begins at 7 Eastern. Should be a great one. We saw Montana State take down Montana. The playoff version of the brawl in the wild. Things are getting wild here. Wet, wild, windy. Craig Hubbard, how are you?
Yeah, I now know how it feels to be the Pearl team quarterback. I'm surrounded by Rose's defender. Start with you, Lamar. You already got the sack. What's the plan for this drive?
Oh, get another one. Get the offense back on the field.
What's on the plan for you, DJ?
Hit the shit out of the quarterback. Let's go.
He's getting ready to show Ohio State fans what they're going to get in a 5-star edge player.
Craig Hubbard, put on a helmet and get out there.
Yeah, that's a way to slow down the rush.
He's got a helmet. Didn't you see it?
I did not, actually. Team Pearls, 1st down and 10. 9-6. Team Pearls with the lead. Getting to the outside is Javari Barnett, the Illinois signee. Kamari Dorsey, one of the top 10 safeties in the junior class, who's committed to A&M with the stop.
That last run was by number 5, Javari Barnett.
Jace Johnson in at quarterback. 2nd down and 1 for Team Pearls. Johnson, quick slant there over the middle, complete. And that is a 1st down. That's C.J. Sadler, one of the most versatile players here on this field. A top 10 athlete, more than 2,500 all-purpose yards this past season. He's headed to North Carolina.
I think he's a play-right-away guy for Bill Belichick, and he can play just about every skill position on the field. Look at this focus and ball skills from him, not only to make the grab, but then to keep his feet fall forward for an extra 2 to 3 yards.
That one for 12 yards. 4th different player on Team Pearls with a catch in this game. Johnson had to evade the edge and then nearly picked off. There's a flag on the play. Larry Moon, the 3rd. We'll see if that defense got an extra jump there.
Yeah, I think they got an extra 2 to 3 steps.
Yeah, Krell was off the ball really quick. So quick, you're a little early.
Krell coming off the edge.
See his arm get hit there right as he threw it. I'm surprised the ball made it that far. That was David Jacobs, number 15, in pursuit. Swipes at the arm of Jace Johnson. 1st and 5. So we got a timeout here.
Timeout for Team Pearls. You mentioned David Jacobs, who had his arm on the ball and deflected that pass from Johnson. It was Jacobs who made some big headlines over the last week, committing to Ohio State when many thought in the morning he was committed to Miami. Number 2 defensive end. He's a junior. That recruitment far from over for DJ Jacobs.
6'6", 240 pounds. Awful lot like Sonny Styles, playing linebacker at Ohio State. Arvell Reese, both of those guys have a tremendous amount of length, can really run, can play as an edge rusher in passing situations.
16 sacks in his junior year at Blessed Trinity Catholic. 24 TFLs.
As we get ready for this 1st down play, guys, I'm here with Messiah Halamariam, head coach of the Roses, head coach at St. Francis Academy. How you assess your defense, how they've been playing so far?
I would like to see a shutout, but in all-star games, I don't know how realistic that is, but not bad. Some of the kids just are in position to make plays, and just got to make them. Outside of that, it's a good game, 9-6.
I saw you talking to your 5-star safety, Jair Evers. What were your words to him?
I just was being encouraging, and I said, I need a pick 6, and he said, well, I don't get every snap. I said, you're right. So ultimately, I just want him to rally the guys, even when he's not in, to be able to get a momentum play, get some kind of thing going, and he's going to respond. But he gave me a great assessment of what's going on, and in the short amount of time with the guys that he's playing with. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen the rest of this game and a half.
Only needs one play to get that pick 6, though, right?
Tell you, Coach Halamariam, he says his nickname is Milk Dud, and Dana Boyle thought that was absolutely hilarious.
You don't think it's hilarious?
It is hilarious.
But he said you have to earn the right to call him that. You can't just walk through the doors and call him that nickname.
Little reverse going the other way. It's Eric McFarland. And that was read nicely by Team Roses. Minimal gain, maybe a gain of 3. Eric McFarland, the 3rd, reclassifying from the class of 2028, from sophomore to junior class, a top 5 wideout in his class out of IMG, originally from Las Vegas.
Yeah, 5'10", 175 pounds. Really good space player. He's the guy you want to use on the reverses, the bubble screens, get him out in space. He can make people miss.
And we talked about this pregame. Jalen Brewster, the defensive lineman, is coming in for perhaps a direct snap. We'll see what he does here. He is 6'3", 295 pounds, and it goes over his head. It goes out of his paws, and he is wrapped up. He's not going down. He finally does. behind the 35-yard line. It took a few roses to be a thorn in his side. Zion Ely, one of them, the 5-star defensive end who is headed to Maryland, probably not used to tackling someone of that size, but it brings up 4th down, loss of 17.
Well, the first thing you got to do if you're going to take a direct snap is to catch the direct snap. So when you're not playing the position full time, and this is something he has done an awful lot of in terms of taking the direct snap, being a wildcat runner, short yardage situation, that time just doesn't secure the football.
Yeah, I think he was ready to run, Tom. He was ready to rumble before he had the pigskin.
That's 230 pounds, and Ely tackling 295 pounds in Brewster. Devon Benjamin III waves everybody off. That ball will bounce down inside the 25-yard line. 9-6 lead for Team Pearls. 3:21 to go in the first half.
44-yard punt. Roses ball, 1st and 10.
We mentioned it. This is the second year that we have some of the best high school seniors and juniors here in this Under Armour Next All-America game. Here's a look at some of the top players by position.
Yeah, and these are, you know, guys that have had their first taste of it now throughout the recruiting process and getting to compete during the week and see how they stack up, even with guys that are a year older than them. We mentioned when we came on air, some guys that are second-timers that were underclassmen a year ago, like Zion Ely, Ian Otto, the offensive lineman, Jake Krell. So it's good to get a blend of underclassmen and upperclassmen.
Christian Alexander, one of those juniors, top 20 running back, number 215 in the SC Next Junior 300. Dylan Berryman, a top 15 defensive tackle in the senior class, uncommitted at this point, made the stop. He's going to visit Nebraska and Kentucky later this month. Alexander again picks up the 1st down. Tariq Boney, the Michigan signee, chased him down, but not before a 1st down.
Really good patience there from Alexander to just kind of bide some time until he saw a crease, low to the ground, 5'8", 201 pounds. He's one of those guys that is short, but he's not small. Got some deceptive power. You saw the burst to get north and south.
You got the #1 junior quarterback, #1 junior running back in the backfield, but instead it's a pass off to the far side to Jabari Mack, the LSU signee, gain of 5 yards. Jabari Mack signed during the early signing period despite the coaching change, a top 10 wide receiver out of Louisiana.
Number 64 in the SC Next 300 for the 2026 class. Getting ready to go play for a new staff in Lane Kiffin there in Baton Rouge.
2nd down and 5 for Team Roses. That's Saab, Xavier Saab, crossing the line of scrimmage, picking up a few yards. That's the #1 athlete in the junior class, Antoine Wiggins Jr., the 3-star junior, makes the stop for Team Pearls. And we do have a 2-minute timeout here with 1:58 to go in the half with this 3rd down and 3. Got to get him ready for the college rules. Yep. 2-minute timeout here at the Under Armour Next All-America game.
You know, today we're going to take reps at D tackle, 3 tech, 1 shade, a 5. You know, position versatility, you know, is a big thing and a big part of what I do. So y'all gonna see that today, man. Let's go.
Try and get some movement. Now we're working. Be fluid with it. Good. Test. Hello. Test. Test.
He's talking right now. Yes.
Test. Test. Test.
I'm a wide receiver. I can catch too.
You playing receiver in the game?
Yeah, you're gonna see me catch at least 2 touchdowns in the game, 2 sacks. That's what I'm going for.
Not bad. Just real quick. There you go. Get off, good. Coming back. Good.
The college football playoff semifinals are on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the ESPN app. Thursday, Miami takes on Ole Miss in the Verbo Fiesta Bowl. Friday, Oregon and Indiana in a Big Ten clash in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Coverage of both games kicks off at 7:30 Eastern. Spots in the national championship game Monday, January 19th, are on the line. Down on the field with Dana Boyle.
Thanks, Matt. Jameer, as a #2 player in the country, what has this experience been like for you?
It's been a great experience, and I can't wait to, finish this experience out and come back next year.
How would you describe the play of your team through the first half?
We've been playing really good. I mean, we let up 6 points, but, I mean, it's all the best players in the country, so it's expected, but we're doing good. So hopefully we can just keep running up the score and keep getting defensive stops.
How do you do that?
Just listen to what your coaches tell you to do.
Good answer. Thank you.
That works.
Thank you.
Jameer Brown. More on Jameer Brown here in just a moment. Craig, what do you got here?
Yeah, I was in the huddle trying to get some intel. They're saying double slants with the wheel route from the back, so we'll see if they're able to kind of get Xavier Sabb back there out on the edge. Remember, he's a full-time receiver as well.
Xavier Sabb in the backfield. Teddy Gerard, the Notre Dame commit, is the quarterback. Sabb is on the wheel. Looking for him, did not turn around. Joshua Dobson there on the hit. He was there early. Looked like a Rams-Saints play in the NFL like we saw a few years ago.
Craig knew what the route was. Why didn't Sabb know what the route was?
They shouldn't have told me. They should have told Sabb.
Yeah.
Previous spot results in a first down.
You know what was crazy was that as soon as that flag went down, all the Roses defensive backs came over to point him out. You think the defensive backs would look out for each other.
Watch this. Is it defensive pass interference if the receiver isn't looking?
Yeah. Right. Nevertheless, a fresh set of downs for Team Roses.
First down and 10. 43-yard line. Gerard stepping through the rush. Has his man on the far side. Breaking a tackle down to the 10. That's Braylon Calais, top 15 wideout in the junior class. Gain of 30 yards. We've got first down and goal.
Yeah, defensive secondary is really playing off, protecting the deep third of the field. And Teddy Gerard, Notre Dame verbal commitment. What a really nice job navigating the pocket, keeping his eyes downfield, finding the target.
It was not first down and goal, just outside the 10, but Anthony Sweeney makes sure that it'll be a longer way to go on this second down play. The number 3 defensive end. He's in the junior class. Alabama, Tennessee, Texas A&M. He says are doing the best job at recruiting him. He did a good job of bringing down Gerard.
Oh, he's 230. He's going to come back here probably a year from now and play in this very event. Probably be another 15, 20 pounds heavier.
Yeah, Tom, his frame is what you want.
Yep.
The length, the height. And then you also saw there the initial burst.
Zion White, who has a touchdown to his name, is at the bottom of your screen. Gerard looking his way, caught on the slant by White. And that is a gain of about 8 yards. Dorian Barney, the top 20 corner, the Ole Miss signee with the stop. Third down and 9 here, less than a minute to go in the half.
I know Gerard is a player, Tom, that you feel like has made a lot of growth over the last year since we saw him in person in the spring.
Yeah, in Atlanta, in a camp setting, and he has really become a lot more polished.
Gerard to the end zone, and it is incomplete. Intended for Calais, who had a big catch on this drive. Preston Ashley, the Colorado signee, with the stop, were able to bat that one away. Tariq Boney applying some pressure there on Gerard. And now with 19 seconds to go, Team Roses has a decision to make. They're down 3. It's 4th down and 8.
Timeout.
You got to think a field goal here.
Timeout.
Team
Roses.
Being called by Team Roses.
First time out of the half.
This isn't much of a decision. You got to kick this ball, go in at half. Tied up, make a couple adjustments, regroup a little bit in that locker room. We're going to have a heck of a competitive second half.
Both teams in single digits. These are your top 10 recruiting classes. USC, boy, the momentum that Lincoln Riley and company have with that #1 class, couple of 5 stars, Oregon, 2 Big Ten teams from the West Coast.
And the big question is, as we've talked about throughout National Signing Day back in December and all throughout this week, is those numbers look great on a screen. They look great on paper. How many of them can you keep? How many get on the field and contribute right away? How many are an impact player for your program right away? And then can you develop and retain them within your program?
You look at a conference like the SEC, there's such a deep conference, yet the depth within each team isn't what it used to be because player movement is available.
Yeah, that's right. 2s and 3s on a lot of these rosters, or finding other places to get on the field quicker, and it's kind of dispersing the talent nationwide and making each team more and more competitive.
28-yard field goal for David Green. The attempt here for the in-state kicker who signed with North Carolina. A flag on the play. And we'll be on Team Roses.
Prior to the snap, illegal substitution on the offense, 5 yards.
Coach Almerium disputing the penalty. He's always got his shades on his head. It's just a matter of whether they'll be covering his eyes.
The officials think there's 12. Almerium, the head coach of Team Roses, think there's 11. Now we got to get out an abacus.
Meanwhile, Team Pearls is doing some trash talking.
All right. See, Goodwill Hunting solved the equation.
Almerium, the walk-on at Maryland, can do some math. David Green now again with the 28-yard attempt. He is signed for North Carolina out of High Point, North Carolina. Top 5 kicker nationally. Trying to tie this game up with 19 seconds to go in the half. And he does.
Guys, I think the problem was they were counting big number 79. Emmanuel Ayanacho was 2 people.
He is 6'7", 360 pounds. He is worth 2 men.
Somebody go find that football.
To get Craig or Dana to stand next to the Oregon signee just to get a comparison shot. He is a mountain of a man. We've seen some here, even last year.
Yeah, Dana can interview his number.
Yeah.
I'm here with Iannacho's hip pocket.
Yeah, that's right.
The guys, he doesn't wear a jersey number. He wears a zip code.
Yeah.
What else you got, Craig?
I'm here with quarterback for Team Roses, Teddy Gerard, a Notre Dame commit. First off, what is it like? Try to take us in there. Some great defensive players. They're swarming around. Give us your perspective as a quarterback as those defenders come hunting.
These guys are all great, you know, best athletes in the world. So, I mean, I'm just trying to do my job out here and throw the ball in the best spot I can. Our O-line's doing a great job right now. We've got some great players up there, and, you know, I think we're having a great game right now. It's real close, but I think if we keep this up, we're gonna end pretty good here.
Well, take us into the decision to reclass from 2027 to 2026 and join Notre Dame this year.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot went into it. It was a tough decision. But overall, my development's going to be huge this next year, and I think, you know, the way the depth chart worked out and the way it's going to compete with C.J. Carr there, it's going to give me the best chance to be able to play early. And, you know, Coach Freeman and Coach Gino are both excited for me to get up there, and I'm excited as well. I think I made the right decision. It wasn't an easy one, but I'm excited.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Keep slinging there in that second half.
Absolutely.
Teddy Gerard is reclassified to the 2026 class. He'll be on Notre Dame's campus coming up in June. Let's go down on the field with Dana Boyle.
I'm with Jalen. You just were on the field for the last 3+ minutes. How do you feel?
I feel great. Blessing to be out here, though, for sure.
If you get another opportunity on the offensive end, what will you do differently?
I'm going to score for sure. I forgot to take my gloves off. But if they give me again, I'm going to score, I promise.
Where does that confidence come from?
So, I just know I've been working for it all my life, so when I go on the field, I know I'm confident for what I do.
All right, go rest up. We'll see you in the third quarter. Thank you.
Welcome.
6'3", 295. Next time he's in the Wildcat Luke's, he's going to catch it.
Those darn gloves.
They're good for some, not for others. Dancing up a storm, having some fun here amidst the rain in DeLand, Florida. We got a good one tied at 9 here at the half.
We're live. All right, so I'm here with who?
Braylon Colley.
All right, of course I knew that, but we getting the world to know that. What you see out there right now, clearly, you know, it's been a tough game that I see far as, you know, just a tough run and ground game. So what do you see and what you feel since you're actually on the field?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we just got to get, you know, down the field. I feel like the DBs can't mess with none of our receiver core at all. So I feel like if we go deep, we can, you know, run up the score real fast.
So far as the coverage, is there anything you see as far as that was different from what you normally play that you see today, or is it just like normal stuff?
I mean, it's definitely normal stuff, but I'm seeing definitely more man.
Okay, man. What you feel that you could do, you know, to improve the second half that you didn't do in the first half?
I mean, just, you know, keep playing hard, keeping my teammates on the same page as me, and making sure everybody knows the plays and executing to the perfect position.
Gotcha. Yes, sir. Good. So we got another guy right here. What you seeing out there?
They're not really that good. We just beating ourselves. We losing to ourselves right now. It's a tie game, but we're going to win.
I mean, I say all y'all that good. What?
Seeing it.
Yeah, this is a public service announcement to anyone out there. Come get cooked, I'm telling you. And we be here every day.
You gonna make that call?
It's a W for us, a big win. So I'm telling you.
Ready, break.
Working hard.
We got next.
An incredible performance. Are you not entertained? Unbelievable. There will be a new champion.
The college football playoff semifinals begin Thursday, January 8th, and continue Friday, January 9th.
Cannot wait for the college football playoff semifinals. Numerous players in the semifinals and in the college football playoff as a whole have appeared on this field in this game right now. The UA Next Under Armour All-American game. It's 9-9, Team Roses and Team Pearls. And we're at this game in large part because of this man, Kevin Plank, who's the CEO of Under Armour. You started this game back in 2008. We had Julio Jones, AJ Green. Those names just continue to pile up. Why is this property so important to you?
Matt, it's special being a part of sports in general. That defines what this brand is all about, especially right here on the gridiron in the sport that the company was founded in. And so we like making athletes just a little bit better when you can celebrate with the very best and brightest, especially sport as important as, I think almost, I don't want baseball players to get upset, but almost America's pastime, I think, is what football has become. So,
and you get to connect with these kids at this stage. Yeah. And even earlier, we had middle schoolers earlier today taking the field. Why is that so important at that age to get them hooked?
some of the examples we've had, like a Kyle Hamilton who played with us as a high school kid who came to this game, played with Under Armour at the University of Notre Dame, and then now is a Baltimore Ravens, still an Under Armour guy. So those kind of stories are what we're looking for. So yeah, we are absolutely out here. We are harvesting, or maybe not harvesting yet, but we're definitely planting seeds with these kids too about using UA for the rest of their lives.
The harvest certainly real at Under Armour. 30 years, we mentioned Team Roses, Team Pearls. For those who don't know, you can Google it. That is an anniversary gift, a way to commemorate a 30th anniversary. Talk about the uniforms here and how that integrated here to commemorate this.
Well, the company started in '96, so this is officially year 30 for the brand. And it happens to be natural that Roses and Pearls represent the 30th year. But for us, I actually got my founding. The first $16,000 of startup capital for Under Armour was from a rose business that I had as a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior at the University of Maryland. So I had a rose business on campus, and that was became the seed money that actually funded Under Armour in our first year kicking off in business in 1996.
That's amazing.
So only in America.
That's absolutely true. Your brand was born on the football field with a very simple T-shirt. You think about the way it started and the way it is now. How does Under Armour continue to innovate for players like we're seeing out here today?
It's the name of the game. I mean, without it, you know, you walk into a store, there's lots of people make stuff. The world doesn't need another capable apparel and footwear manufacturer. The world needs a hope and a dream. That's one thing we hope to put in every product that we do. When the consumer or the kid or the athlete, you know, puts an Under Armour T-shirt on, they should know that there's something in there that makes it a little different. It's not just another short sleeve cotton tee or long sleeve cotton tee or not just another sneaker, but it's got a superpower in there because part of that is felt through the brand, but most of it is actually an innovation. We have an incredible team of 15,000 people across the world that are thinking about how do we make athletes just a little bit better each and every single day, putting that in every product we make.
All right, think about innovation. What's next here?
Well, I mean, we had a lot of fun out here doing this and telling these kids. We have things like this new backpack that you put on called the No Way backpack. Makes you feel like you're carrying 50% of the weight. We've got something called the Stealth Form Uncrushable hat, which is amazing. We've got our new Icon cleats that you see out there on the field. So it's about product. It's about our ability to convey those amazing stories, let those kids feel like when they put on Under Armour, they can do anything.
I'm still wearing my screw tie. What do you call those? The
slip
side.
shoes.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. We're making television here, Matt. Let's work on it.
What do you call those things? It's amazing. It's great footwear. It's great attire. And appreciate your time here.
Absolutely. Matt, thank you very much.
CEO of Under Armour, as we continue to roll on here at the UA Next All-America game, the 18th edition here in DeLand, Florida.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it.
Here in the locker room on the Team Roses, we got John Meredith III, #1 corner in the nation. Talk to him. What you been seeing out there?
They haven't been trying me for real. They playing it smart like they should.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and it's a smart thing to do, not to try the #1 guy in the nation.
Yes, sir.
It's a defensive game, 9-9. What do you think be changed? What do you think any adjustments need to be made?
I believe we need to run more on their defense because I don't think they stopping the defense. It's more like it's raining outside. There's no reason to throw it.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, when you out there, are you a game changer or a playmaker? How do you feel?
I'm both.
Yeah.
I'm both. I'm a playmaker and a game changer. Yes, sir.
And as y'all go back out here and get ready to turn up again, yes, how do you lock in? How do you keep the same momentum going to that second half?
Don't let no guards up and stay ready. Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead and get ready before y'all run out of here. How you feeling? You good?
Yes, sir. I feel great.
Huh? Okay. What you thinking about going to the second half?
Man, I feel great. I just want to play, compete. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
No. 6'7". How you feeling? Talk to me.
Hey, I'm feeling good, man.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to overtime.
Hey, shout out to OT.
I am. Let's go.
Go ahead. These kids are ready. They've been ready. They were born ready.
You know the vibes out on this side. Yeah, you know the vibes. Been in this thing winning rings for a while. Put it to the test, I can win it in a trial. Ain't no need to flex, cause I know you see the style. Yeah, I know you see the vibes. Yeah, I know you see the vibes. Yeah, I know you see the vibes. I can't have it any other way. Want the trophy, gotta take it out my face. Yeah. You ain't serious, then get up out the way. This is really what I do, so it's more than just a game. Yeah. Top 10, not 10. Running up the score to know I'm locked in. You ain't on the team, cause you're not him. If you ain't us, then you're not them. Yeah, you know the vibes. Been in this thing winning rings for a while. Put it to the test, I could win it in a trial. Ain't no need to flex, cause I know you see the style. Yeah, I know you see the vibes. Yeah, I know you.
To be the best, athletes must train and compete with the best. The UA Next All-America Football Camp Series provides that opportunity to thousands of aspiring All-Americans in key regions across the country. Both high school, middle school, and girls flag athletes demonstrate their abilities through high-energy drills and live competition. The chosen few earn the right to play in the All-America game in Orlando. Let's take a look at the 2026 UA Next All-America Football Camp schedule, which begins in February and wraps up in May, Craig Hubbard.
Yeah, we are going to blanket the country from east to west. And, Matt, this is the ultimate proving ground to go out, compete, get great instruction, make a name for yourself, and potentially become a future Under Armour All-American.
For more details, please visit UnderArmourNext.com. We mentioned the girls. The second annual UA Next All-America Girls Flag Football Game took place earlier today. Throughout the week, 24 of the nation's best girls high school flag football players participated in practices, off-site activities, and received coaching and instruction from U.S. national team members and Mexican national team quarterback Diana Flores. Flag football will make its Summer Olympics debut as a gold medal sport in the 2028 LA Games, Craig.
Yeah, to watch girls flag football grow has been amazing, and it's only just beginning, Matt, with the entry into the Olympics. There's a lot of excitement. This is the place to be if you are a girl looking to make your way in flag football.
The camp begins in February in Dallas, and the camp series ends in May in Baltimore. This week, the nation's top 8th grade football talent joined us in Orlando to compete in the UA Next All-America 8th grade game, showcasing the next generation of rising stars. This game serves as a key stepping stone for young athletes aiming to make their mark. The future standouts assembled for a week of high-level training with world-class coaches and had the chance to interact with the high school players that they ultimately aspire to be. Great to get them started young, Craig.
Yeah, if you are a football player looking to learn, looking to make your mark, the Under Armour Camp Series has you covered at all levels, including at the middle school level. And it's great to see players like Tyler Booker, who at one point was a camper in the middle school level, then an Under Armour All-American, and now playing in the NFL.
That begins late February in Dallas. Our middle school camp series ends in mid-July. The recruitment for Tyrant Horns will come to an end. Coming up next, top 50 wideout in the senior class. Where's he headed? He'll tell us. Coming up.
Well, look, we got a commitment coming up very soon. Tell them who you are. Tell them what you're thinking. Don't give it away, but just talk to them.
Yeah. My name is Joshua Dobson. I'm thinking about South Carolina, Tennessee, LSU, and Notre Dame.
Those your top? That's what, the top 4?
Top 4.
All right, now can I get a hint or anything? Like, just tell Unc, man. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Just, you know what I'm saying? It's between us. You ain't got. Can I get a hint?
I'll tell you this. Hey, man, them coaching staffs that I listed right there, they doing a hell of a job, but one of them might be a little close to here. So
look, can I get the exclusive before them?
Yeah, I got you. Just hit me up.
I can hit you up?
Yeah, hit me up. I'm coming in July.
But I'm saying, what you got to do right now?
I don't know right now.
Huh?
I don't know right now.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, I can keep a secret.
I don't trust you.
You don't trust? Listen, man, in a little bit, we're about to see where this young man commits. What you got to say to the people? It's 14 million people watching you. What you got to say?
Man, all glory to God. Appreciate you, my family. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. And let's do it. Let's go win this game, bro.
Go ahead in there. Go in there. Do your thing. Let's get it. We're going on the stretch line with Pearls. We're going on the stretch line with Pearls. Come on, 86. Harris, how you feeling, Harris? How you feeling, buddy? 4-1, how you feeling? How you feeling? Good?
Hey, ready to...
Huh? You locked in?
Yeah, we finna
Put it in their mouth. Oh, my Lord. Keep going. Keep going. We're stretching. We're in stretch lines, man. We're trying to get these boys together. Hey, Britt.
Hey,
how you feeling?
I feel great.
What you thinking? What you thinking? Going into the second half, what you thinking?
We got to be able to throw the ball. Like, we can't throw the ball.
It's a little rainy, though. It's a little rainy, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that don't matter. Like, you know, we try to get live every time we get. We got one more half left. Bro, Greg. Check the score up. It's 9-9.
It's 0-0 for real.
It's 0-0.
Come on, let's get up in here. We're really in the locker room.
Get in that mouth.
Come on. Hey, brother.
Oh, that's okay.
Boom, bitch. Light that bitch up. Ooh. Listen. And that's a booyah. And that's a booyah. Let's go.
Welcome back to the Under Armour Next All-America game. Matt Chick, Craig Harbert, Tom Luganbill, Dana Boyle down on the field. It is 9-9, Team Roses and Team Pearls, moments away from starting the third quarter. But this game got started with Tyron Horns for Team Pearls getting things started, who caught this slant, went to the end zone. He's one of the top 50 wide receivers in the country in the senior class, in the SC Next 300, ready to make his commitment, Dana.
In the 2026 class. You're unsigned. Are you ready to make your pick?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, where's it going to be?
For the next 3 to 4 years, I'll be taking my talents to the University of Central Florida.
All right, go ahead, pull out the hat, my friend.
Look up, you might be on camera.
You're from the state of Florida. What made UCF the right fit for you?
I felt like I could go in there, compete, and get on the field early. And I had a good relationship with the coaches and the players, and it's go time.
We've seen your ability to get open at all 3 levels. How has this week at Under Armour All-American prepared you for the next level?
I came out here to come compete and show them why I belong out here, and I did my thing, and I got more to go.
Who do we have behind us here?
I have my family, my mom right here, my granddad right here, my brother, sisters. It's a lot. You know, they came to support, and I love all of them.
Jessica, what does it feel like to listen to your son make this announcement to play college ball?
It's wonderful. Just seeing him as a young kid, always been a football player, always been a star. And to see him do this is amazing. It's amazing.
What can we expect from you at the next level, my friend?
Big plays, everything. Just stay tuned. Catch me at UCF.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Matt.
Congratulations, Tyron. Thank you, Dana. 12 receiving touchdowns as a senior and 1 receiving touchdown so far at the Under Armour Next All-America game. There we go. Some UCF ponchos here in attendance. Big get for Scott Frost.
Offense, because obviously the transfer portal plays such a big role, but Wade and Charles, a young receiver, and Dwayne Speedy Thomas have both declared intentions to stay within the program, and now you add in Tyron Horns, like a local product. You've got 3 really young, dynamic receivers for that offense.
Oh, and it's a big pickup for Scott Frost, right? You go into year 2 of the tenure, and you don't have the on the field performance that you wanted to have as a program in year 1, and then you respond in recruiting. I think it sends a message for him.
What about the on-field performance that we've seen so far in this first half? You look at the score and go 9-9, not much happening. Couldn't be further from the truth. We had so much action, even in the trenches. Defensive line getting after the quarterback as well.
Yeah, if you think 9-9 is not enough scoring, you go out there and you face those defenses with those defensive lines getting off the ball. But they are Horns, the new UCF commit, making the grab, and then some of the pressure there. Nice job here by Peyton Houston.
Yeah, Zion White, who was really the go-to guy for the Roses offense the entire first half. Each team started to get a feel for one another after that first series, which was a little rocky, then started playing well. Good in the kicking game. Quarterback showed a lot of poise. I even thought the offensive line, for the most part, held up pretty well after that first series because, as you referenced, those guys off the edge, they are a handful.
And if you think good kickers don't matter, go back and watch that Texas A&M Miami game.
Yeah, no kidding.
Check Ohio State. I mean, fill in the blank of what we've seen so far. So kicking matters, and it does in this game. 9-9, Team Pearls, Team Roses. Team Roses has the ball first. And a little flare pass off to the far side. I believe that's Jabari Mack. Nope, that is Jabari Mack. And it is Adams, Andre Adams, going to get this start here in this second half. The number 6 pocket passer out of the junior class, number 104 overall, Auburn, Cincinnati, Mississippi State. Some of the many schools involved with him.
Yeah, just an underclassman. A little bit underdeveloped, has a little way to go, which also means he's got a high ceiling to progress because the skill set is definitely there.
Sonny Gales. The end around there, the inside give of Sonny Gales out of IMG Academy. Had a great week of practice. USC in the lead for his recruitment. Says he sees himself as a Makai Lemon.
Oh, another veteran of this contest right here in the Under Armour All-America game.
Biletnikoff winner.
Yep.
Who was not number 1 on your ballot. Sorry, was that private? Tied at 9 here, 3rd and 5. Adams trying to get away and cannot. Mention that Pearl defensive front. Samu Moala was the first man in, the Texas A&M signee. And Kari Wilder, the Ohio State signee, also in there. The 4th team sack for Team Pearls.
Kari Wilder, really good pickup for Ohio State. You see Samu Moala, the A&M commit, and then just the hustle there as well from Wilder. And it's so hard. I mean, some of those different colors flash in front of your face as a quarterback so quickly. But one of the things about Adams, too, he's got the physical talent. I think the upside. One of the things I noticed this week, though, Tom, is sometimes being a quarterback, too, elevating your presence, elevating your leadership, being a little bit more vocal. Sometimes you've got to remember these are young kids. They're still kind of growing into those leadership roles as well.
Mikey Boustakis. Probably want a little more length on that one. That'll land at around the 38-yard line. Just a 29-yard punt. So good field position here for Team Pearls in their first possession of the second half.
You go back and you look at that rush there by Moala, as you just referenced, and he essentially threw Christian Alexander right into the trash can. Welcome to what college football is going to expect from you, young man, at the running back position as a pass protector. They're going to learn.
9:50 to go here in this third quarter, playing 12-minute quarters. Jace Johnson back in at quarterback. He is the number 3 dual threat quarterback in the junior class. He has committed to Texas A&M. Staying on despite Colin Klein leaving to become the head coach at Kansas State. Tackled in the backfield. Tyson Robinson wrapped up, number 3 running back. Noah Glover, David Jacobs there, loss of 1.
And he just ran into a wall. There was a little lane there to that left, but when you try to press that line of scrimmage, and they're just, not only have they not given any ground, they've reestablished it. Difficult for running backs to kind of see that cut back off the backside.
David Jacobs just committed to Ohio State last week. Good jump there off the edge, and that is going to be it for this play. Jace Johnson had no chance. Don't see any flags. Good jump there off the edge by Jake Krell. DJ Jacobs again, loss of 6, 3rd and long.
This Team Pearls offense, and they did it in the first half, is going to start to have to implement. They're going to have to implement the hard count, because this is just a pin your ears back, beat the offensive tackle to a punt. It's an athletic mismatch. There's going to have to be something for this offense, Greg, to counter that first step pass rush.
Yeah, but listen, we've all heard your expression, Tom. Speed kills, right?
Oh,
We've
yeah.
got get-offs like Jake Krell, number 4, and DJ Jacobs up top, number 50, and it's ooh, now they're feeling a little bit. You mentioned
it's like a heat check there on the jump. Jake Krell again. Zane Rowe as well. Pick a number here.
Prior to the snap. Encroachment. On the defense, 5 yards. Remains 3rd down.
Good thing I had the direct line to the coach's headset.
But as a defensive player, too, there's discipline, too, because you just make a great play, and then you turn around and give it back. You got to know you're all fired up, the engine's racing, but you got to make smart plays as well, be able to hold your water, as coaches say.
3rd down and 12. Jace Johnson at quarterback. Johnson eluding. Look at that speed down the far sideline, picking up the 1st down and sidestepping out of bounds. gain of 16 on 3rd down and 12. And there's a reason he is one of the top dual threat quarterbacks in the country. There's a flag on the far side of the field.
Yeah, you see, he feels the backside pressure and then does a nice job. And then defensively, Team Roses is in man-to-man, so their back is turned to the quarterback.
Team Roses, first violation.
Sideline warning there for Team Roses.
Having been down there, I can say that is not a bad penalty.
Well, you violated it too.
I was could have thrown that on me too.
You're a repeat offender.
I said the get back coach came over and said, "You know who I think I am?"
First down and 10 for Jace Johnson and Team Pearls. Pearls wrapped up in the backfield. Kyron Haywood, one of the top defensive tackles in the junior class. Kansas State, SMU, among others in pursuit of him. And he wrapped up in pursuit of the quarterback, Johnson.
The thing that jumps out to me, and this is going to be one of the learning things, a running back, you see, he's going to flash right in front. You got to be able to chip him, even if it's not your assignment. And for running backs making the transition to college, it's not what you do with the ball in your hand, it's what you do when you don't have the ball in your hand. And that's a lot of times what keeps young running backs off the field, not being able to recognize that, make that chip, try to help your quarterback out.
And I tell you what, Kyron Haywood lacks in size, he makes up for with leverage and quickness.
6 TFLs for Team Rose's defense for a combined 41 lost yards. Pre-snap infraction here. Counting up players again.
There's no foul. For 12 and on 2.
Problem is, with football, you got 11, so you got to take a shoe off. It takes a lot of time.
Second time we've miscalculated. 2nd down and 15.
It's like they had your eye surgery.
Yeah.
I did have eye surgery. Feel like I'm calling a solid game.
Well, not bad with an eye patch.
Like calling a game blindfolded. 2nd down and 15. Less than 7 minutes to go here in the quarter. Johnson down the far sideline and a little too far by about 7 yards. Intended for Celeste Moa, who is signed on to play with Utah. John Meredith III, #1 corner in the junior class, in pursuit.
Well, at Utah, that new staff, the Kyle Whittingham moving on to Michigan, taking a lot of the Utah staff members with him. They're going to have a revamped offensive staff.
Mo was a big pickup because for much of the process he was committed to Tennessee, and right there at the early signing period they were able to bring him on board. He's a very good wide receiver. He may be equally as good on the defensive side of the ball as a defensive back, so they got the opportunity to get a lot of use out of Celeste Moa there.
Moa comes off for this 3rd down and 15 play. Johnson incomplete, and they're going to have to go for it here on 4th down, as they are inside or past their own 40-yard line. So a great opportunity for Team Roses in this 9-9 game to get some great field position.
I think the defensive front 7 for Team Roses is taking some liberties in the bending of the no blitzing rules. Supposed to be a 4-man front rush only.
Linebackers 5 yards off the line of scrimmage.
And cannot pursue the quarterback until the quarterback leaves the pocket.
But here to even just try to change field position a little bit, a draw, screen.
Johnson trying to make some room. He does. He creates it, flips it to the back, out of the backfield, but out of his hands. That was Javari Barnett. He had 1st down yardage in front of him. Instead, turnover on down. Great field position for Team Roses.
Yeah, Barnett had the awareness to kind of slip out and try and pick up that 1st down, but they could not connect. That Roses defense creating all types of havoc. Now can the offense take advantage of it, put more points on the board?
Hey, I am here with my boy, Eric McFarland, one of the best receivers in the country. Look, bro, It's a rainy game right now. It looks like it's hard to get the ball in the air.
Yeah.
You know, we receivers.
Yeah.
So that's what we want. What you see right now?
Man, it's a lot that I see, really. I mean, plays open. We just got to be right with our line and our quarterback. That's where it started at, really, with our line. So we got to just make sure everything right up there to get the ball out, to pass the ball to the receivers, and get our playmakers open and spread the ball to them.
What you feel about, you know, how practice went and then how game is? Like, y'all feel like y'all executing some of the stuff that y'all practice?
I'll say slightly, but slightly not, because we open. It's just our quarterback can't get us the ball. So, but in practice it was open. We was getting the ball, but I mean, practice make perfect. So we just trying to make sure it's right in the game too. So.
All right, what we got to do next?
Man, well, we just got to get on that board next and make sure our O-line right with the quarterback and make sure everything right.
Right. My boy Eric McFarland, take it back to the booth. Good job, bro.
The UA Next All-America game is brought to you by Under Armour. Protect this house. Some great players of the past here at the Under Armour Next All-American game. A lot of talent on the field. One of them with Dana Boyle.
Thanks, man. With Jake Krell. Jake, what's critical to get a stop here? I know you're on the sidelines, but how does your defense get a stop?
Yeah, I think it's just winning your one-on-ones. We're playing all-man coverage, and they're going man-on-man on blocking. So I think our players are better than theirs, and we're winning our one-on-ones, and that's why we're making these stops on defense.
Where does that confidence come from?
I think practice. Practice makes play, and Coach Beck has kind of instilled it into us all week that we were better. So I think now that we're doing it, we kind of believe it more.
Does it help having experience and playing here a year ago?
Yeah, I think there's no shock factor. I think that comes from playing in it last year and then playing at IMG Academy. I play a super similar competition every day at IMG with Breck, Pepe, Carr, Will. So that just kind of made me ready for the event, and I like to rise to occasions.
We're going to play some serious competition when you go to Oklahoma. You report in just a few weeks. What are you most excited about there?
I think learning. I think getting to that next level and learning from all those seniors like Taylor Wine, all those guys that have been there for a while, it's going to make me a better player. So just getting there, putting my head down, working, and learning from all the guys that have done it before.
Well said. Have some fun out here tonight.
Thank you.
Team high 3 tackles, including 2 sacks. And he was talking about what the offensive line is doing. One of the things Brent Venables has said about Krell is that he understands offensive line. He understands that craft, which helps him in his defensive line play.
Yeah, he blends ability, explosiveness with just smart football IQ as well. You always talk about, Tom, maximizing ability.
Yeah.
Jake Krell is one of those players who certainly does that because he has talent, but he has good length, not a huge frame, not great, but he maximizes every asset that he has.
Yeah, he may never be an elite size guy, but with his motor and his passion for the game and then the technical side of it, he's a technician as a pass rusher.
Picked Oklahoma over Texas and Ole Miss. Number 5 defensive end in the senior class. Down the far sideline, Andre Adams had Ethan Feaster, completed it for a short bubble earlier, and that one going for the home run. Incomplete. He had 25 offers before his first snap of varsity football. Notable 5-star players in the game today. Loaded with them. Headlined by Lamar Brown, who's headed to LSU.
Yeah, Lamar Brown, Zion Ely, Ian Acho, who we mentioned, about 6'7", 360 pounds. It's a good group.
Jet Washington headed to Oregon. Good pass defense there by Team Pearls. That's Zayden Gamble. St. Thomas Aquinas, intended for Easton Royal, the top 5 junior wide receiver.
One of those players that was on, you mentioned Jet Washington, number 5 at safety. He is so big. He's got that Cam Chancellor type frame. You see, nice job kind of stepping up in the pocket, just a little bit short, and Gamble does a great job closing, getting that hand in. But I remember walking in practice one day, and I saw number 5, and I walked over to the DB coach, and I go, who's number 5? And he looked at me, he goes, Jet. I go, that is, Jet in pads is just an intimidating force there as a center fielder.
Well, remember Dijon Lee, DJ Pickett, the 2 6'4" corners that played respectively at Alabama and LSU as true freshmen. Similar size and structure there.
Yeah, you know, he was a player initially, started out at Bishop Gorman as a wide receiver, also a very talented basketball player, but now using that ability on defense.
Jan Washington, nephew of the late, great Kobe Bryant. It was 4th down and 10 for Team Roses. Tyreek Boney with his 3rd sack. Turnover on downs. Team Roses, ball next.
Hey, I am with my boy,
Jace Johnson.
Look, one of the best pocket passer QBs in the nation right now. You see this height right now? You see, well, I think I might be taller.
Yeah, you taller.
Yeah, I'm taller. But look, what are you seeing out there right now? I know it's a close game right now. 9-9. It's 9-9, bro. On ESPN, what you see out there?
They just break pressure, and I just got to step up in the pocket and make the throw. That's it.
Like, you guys got a ton of good quarterbacks in the room. What's it been like far as that room and far as just like challenging each other and helping each other raise to the occasion?
Really, we just learn from each other. If Camden do something better than me, I ask him what he do better than me so I can learn from him. So
you got the best quarterbacks in the world coming together. You know, usually when when you're school, you top dog, and then you come here and everybody's really good. Everybody is really good at what they do. Like, tell me what it's like a little bit to get in a room with guys like that and just share a room like that now, difference from like being in your normal high school team.
I mean, it's great. It's a fun experience learning from the best guys in the world. You know, not just being a man at my school, knowing I got the spot. You know, just learning from, like I said before, the best guys in the world, Rado Lyons and Kenan Lapate. So.
All right, man, you did a really good job out there. Looking forward to the rest of the game. Let's go. Back to the.
ESPN Super Tuesday men's basketball doubleheader. Number 6 Duke takes on number 16 Louisville at 7 Eastern. Then number 17 Kansas, Darren Peterson hosting TCU at Allen Fieldhouse. Both games are available on the ESPN app. Yeah, we've got a hoop here for celebratory dunks. We've seen a couple of those so far here today. Some multi-sport athletes, but an emphasis on football. Here's one of the best high school basketball players in the state of Hawaii, Zion White, who had a touchdown and then slammed that one home. How about some past Under Armour All-Americans? This is kind of a gateway to greatness. Look at some of these names that just finished up there in college or still playing. Jeremiah Love, Ryan Williams, among others. And how about those in the pro game? Look at those names.
Yeah, you know, Jaden Daniels, another one we touched on at the top of the program here tonight. And you know, you just watch these classes of 100 players each and every year for 18 consecutive years, and first team all-conference, first team, second team all-American, NFL draft choices, Heisman Trophy winners. It's been fun to watch these guys develop and mature. Trey Smith's another one.
Seen some greatness. 4 Heisman winners, more than 100 first-rounders, nearly 400 NFL draft picks that played in the Under Armour game as Tyson Robinson got the carry. Amari Irvin made sure he didn't carry it very far, 2nd and 10.
One of those players we saw was Bo Nix, and it was interesting to see as players start to enroll early. I remember when Bo was in the game, his dad, Pat Nix, who's also an outstanding high school coach, said it's great that Bo came. He goes, of course, he goes to a bowl game right now. He's just going to stand around or be the 4th-string quarterback. He comes here, he gets reps, and reps against college-level competition.
No doubt about it. And by the way, I'm convinced that basketball goal is at about 8.5 feet. I'm not letting that go.
I can guarantee you, because I saw Matt doing a layup before the game.
I hung on the rim and did a chin-up. Wait, can't do either. Camden Lapati, the quarterback, threw that one to Grant Haviland, the #1 tight end. 3rd down and 8 here at the 45. Again, started with a turnover on downs, trying to cash in on this field position. Defenders in pursuit. Lapati flips that one out. It is caught on the near side. Tyson Robinson. And he did step out there just shy of the 40, maybe a gain of 2. And it will bring up a 4th down. They do have to go for it because they are past their own 40-yard line.
That's a heck of a play with a free rusher coming off the backside. DJ Jacobs. Lapati takes a shot, able to flip it out there and gain back some of that yardage.
4th down and 7. Team Pearls trying not to give it right back to Team Roses. Tied at 9 here, midway through the 3rd. Just a bit offside.
Prior snap. Encroachment on the defense. 5 yards. Still 4th down.
Encroachment, do you think?
Yeah. Well, you just talked about it. You know, it's so impressive to see the first step get off, the explosiveness, the ability to dominate up front. But then you've got to have the discipline to hold your water, watch the football, and not give yourself go from 4th and 6 to 4th and 1.
Great opportunity here for Team Pearl. See if they take advantage of that as Jace Johnson now comes in at quarterback, the dual threat quarterback, number 3 dual threat quarterback in the junior class, committed to Texas A&M. See if he uses his legs to pick this one up. He will try. He stopped, wheeling, loss of yards, turnover on downs.
Oh, if he would have just stayed outside, he easily, just with his length alone, gets to the corner and falls forward for the first down.
Media timeout.
Not sure why he wanted to stick that ball up and in the nose, in the teeth of that defense. And now we'll turn it over on downs and we'll give it back to Team Rose and see if they can cross the 50-yard line.
Lou Young here. We got Tariq Boney. You got 2.5 sacks so far. What's going into your mind to keep dominating out here?
I just got to keep the motor running, man. Put on for the city. That's it.
DC's finest in the building.
Yes, sir.
You're going to Michigan.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? How you feel? How you feel about this opportunity? You got so many millions watching you right now. How you feeling?
I feel amazing, man. I just want to showcase what I can do. You know, I come here underrated, chip on my shoulder, man. I just want to show people that I can work.
Yeah, and I mean, you're showing it. You're showcasing from start to finish. I don't want to distract you. Go ahead and get in there and get busy.
Yes,
I need 2 more sacks.
Got you.
You heard what he said. You heard what he said. What I ask, then they receive. You know what I'm saying? That's how I talk to them. That's how you motivate them. You got to dictate them. How you feeling? How you feeling about the game right now? Talk to the camera. Talk to the camera.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Are you locked in right now?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Yes, sir.
Team Pearl for the win. Team Pearl for the win.
Team Pearl for the win. Tell me your name.
Corey Wilder.
Corey Wilder. Where you from?
I'm from LA.
How you feel to be out here in Orlando? It's a little rain, you know what I'm saying? But it's still football, rain, shit, snow. How you been feeling?
Sir, it feel great to compete. You know, Team Pearl, like I said, we're going to come out here, finish this game, we're going to win it.
Go ahead and lock in. Listen, that's all we want to do. We're bringing you the game live and direct. We're walking with the kids, we're talking with the kids, and they're handling business and doing what they're supposed to do. Listen, Lou Young out. Booyah!
UA Next All-America Game Week is much more than just football between the lines. It's dancing, it's hooting, it's hollering. It's more than 200 athletes joining Under Armour in Orlando for a week's worth of activities, including content shoots, exclusive access to the latest Under Armour footwear and apparel. We got beach parties as well, the All-America High School volleyball game, even a co-ed flag football game. All-America Week highlights how UA Next is revolutionizing grassroots sports by making athletes better on their journeys to compete. Had a great conversation with Kevin Plank, CEO of Under Armour. Chat with him every year this time of year. A great event they've been putting on since 2008. 18th season of putting on this event with some great talent, including someone with Dana.
That's right, man, with DJ Jacobs. You've been all over the field tonight, but what has this week been like? Do you have a favorite activity?
My favorite activity? I did like Paradise Cove. That was really fun. But I love go-karts yesterday, so yeah.
You mentioned the weather. Do you feel like that's going to prepare you for Ohio State, your recent commitment?
Oh, yes. I mean, the first day we got here, it was like 40, but like it's not that cold. It's colder there, so I'm excited to get up there, though.
What's it like to share the field with some of your future teammates?
Oh, it's awesome, man. I mean, just getting to see them go around, make plays is awesome. I'm excited.
Good stuff. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
David Jacobs, 24 tackles for loss in his junior season of football, just committed to Ohio State. Miami's not going to let him be committed without a fight. Peyton Houston back in at quarterback here for Team Roses after the turnover on downs. Tied at 9, 4:17 to go here in the third. Houston gives it to the belly to Christian Alexander and just nowhere to go.
Always difficult when you're trying to stretch it out to the edge.
Sincere Johnson there on the tackle, top 10 outside linebacker, speaking of Ohio State.
Yeah, like again, a player who jumped out at us initially on the Under Armour Camp Series at the Ohio stop, and great on film, and said player who loves to play football.
Deep shot again, overthrown. Pop Houston, they call him, a little too much pop there, looking for Braylon Calais.
You know, watching Peyton Houston, and we've seen that a couple of times tonight. He's got to learn how to have some nuance to the throw, layer the ball a little bit, ease that ball in so it can drop into the bucket, because he's had some open guys down the sideline.
We've seen players like even Bryce Underwood have to adjust to that.
Oh, yeah.
Putting some touch on the football this season. 3rd down and 9, 3:39 to go here in the 3rd. And this is 4-down territory. Because of the rules, no punting once you reach the 40. Nice pass on the near side. That is Osani Gales out of IMG Academy. We'll bring up a 4th down. Amari Sanders, the Vandy commit, with the stop.
Amari Sanders, very versatile player. I remember seeing him this spring when he came to camp, and he had just come from checking out Ohio State, and I looked at his frame and his length, and like, did they bring up the name Sonny Styles at all? Because he's a safety who's going to transition down, kind of playing in the box, which he's embraced this week, but he's also got that ability to play back in space as well. Really versatile defender.
Going to play at Vanderbilt. He said on his visit, you could just feel the atmosphere, the success, and the confidence there. Yes, Vanderbilt's a new day in college football. Trying to break out of the tackle, and does for the 1st down. Zion Robinson, top 20 wideout, signed with Stanford. More than 900 all-purpose yards and 11 touchdowns as a senior. Dorian Barney had the tackle. He slipped out of it. The first 4th down conversion in the game. 1st and 10 at the 37. Houston to give, and you're not going anywhere. That is Christian Alexander. There is nowhere to roam with that defensive front. Tyreek Boney, signee from Michigan, the 4-star defensive end. We have called his name a bunch, loss of 5.
But he's been the most impactful guy defensively from a consistency standpoint, playing at the point of attack, slipping blocks. You see right there, could have been juked out of his socks. He's not. He makes the tackle.
Yeah, he breaks down. He there, stays square. Again, he's going to be a guy who plays early just because of his football smarts.
Kyle Whittingham liking what he sees in this game, as you saw Houston not getting out of the grasp of Anthony Sweeney. There is a flag on the far side. Could he get a face mask here?
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense. 15 yards from the end of the run. 1st down.
Another penalty here on Team Pearls. We'll take a look at the face mask here.
Happened right as he's just about to get out of the pocket. Keeping this Rose's offensive series alive.
Houston, pass to the far side. Nice solid gain there on 1st down. Some big hitting as well. Jabari Mack, the LSU signee, on the catch. Gain of about 7 on 1st down. Team Roses, what are they doing so effectively here, Luke?
Well, they're getting back to the quick passing game, so it's helping the quarterback get the ball out of his hand and helps the offensive line. And right now you got that big old 74 Iheanacho at right tackle, who stands out like an oak tree.
3rd red zone trip here as we look at big number 74. Olu Babaloa out of St. Peter's Prep in New Jersey.
Hey, look at that frame. It's so long, so big. I mean, he's got tremendous upside. Player who had a chance to get around a few times in the offseason, and he's still just starting to begin to scratch the surface of the type of player that he could be.
Christian Alexander in the backfield. Alexander trying to cut back. You are not cutting back against that. Anthony Sweeney, no face mask that time. Top 5 defensive end, Alabama, Tennessee, Texas A&M, in pursuit of his services.
Craig, you got some big targets, you know, on the outside. Zion Robinson, 6'4". We've seen Zion White, number 21 with this offense for Team Roses. It might be time to throw one up in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, get that one-on-one matchup.
Yeah.
Some of the elite athletes in all of high school football. Let a playmaker make a play.
Well, they'll have plenty of time to think about it. The time winding down here in the third quarter, and that will do it for 3 quarters of play in the UA Next All-America game. No scoring in the third, tied at 9. Pearls and Roses in the 30th anniversary of the founding of Under Armour. Both of these teams trying to find some more points. Coming up in the fourth, the dramatic conclusion here from DeLand.
All right, y'all. I'm here with my guy,
Ken Rathman.
Look, brother, everybody see how nice this field looks. Everybody sees how nice this whole thing is, but who really puts in that work on the back end? They don't know that. That's what they want to know.
I tell you, it's these guys right here. They turn around, they painted this field. We just turn around and watch them, just make sure they're behaving, and they do a phenomenal job.
Is there a way that you got to kind of program everything to get it on the right, you know, make sure these lines are straight?
So, you know, working with Under Armour, they turn around and send us what their vision was. Right. We turn around, got with our developers, input it into our tablet, turn around, put it on there, came out here, put it down. It's like a big canvas. Right. We was able to put it right down here on the
So this is my third year here.
Yes, this is my second year.
So I done been here with you, and we done seen the field last year.
Yes.
And from last year to now, which one you like better?
Man, that's a hard choice. Last year, that artist was great, Joshua Vides. But I'm telling you, this year, I love this year. I love the Roses.
This is my first year here, right? All I'm gonna say, do you do houses? You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking about getting a big house.
But look,
I might need
how fast does this thing work? Like, how fast can you get a field done?
Hey, a standard football field, it'll paint in 3.5 hours. But 3.5 hours.
Now how long does it take to clean this up?
To clean this, takes less than 5 minutes to clean the whole thing out, get all the paint off of it.
Off the field?
Not off the field, cleaning the robot.
So how long does it take to get off the field?
Depends on the paint.
Okay.
It all depends on what the
What is one of your most favorite things about this thing?
This machine right here, man, I don't have to stand out here in 100-degree weather. I can sit inside a nice air-conditioned car, watch what it's doing.
So you can be in your car, and you just got you basically playing the game right now.
Yeah, playing any kind of game I want to, watching that thing works.
You might as well do live. You live Twitch right now.
Yeah.
You might as well do live.
So basically, when you look at this thing right here, I would say honestly, it's one of those things that look like a machine that's like almost like a robot.
Yeah.
That would you call it essentially?
Actually, every one of our customers turns around and selects a name for it. Right. So it's like mine right there is called the Green Machine. We got some that call it Kermit.
The Green Machine.
Everybody needs a turf tank. Let's go.
College football playoff semifinals on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the ESPN app. Thursday, Miami taking on Ole Miss in the Verbo Fiesta Bowl. Friday, Oregon and Indiana in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Coverage of both games kicks off at 7:30 Eastern. Spots in the national championship game Monday, January 19th are on the line. Speaking of the Ducks, a future one is on the sidelines coming up with Dana Boyle as we look at Oregon. 14 teams. 2026 SC Next, 300 players that have been signed. Miami with 13. There's a future Duck on the sidelines with Dana Boyle.
I can confirm Emmanuel Iheanacho is a legitimate 6'7". The cameraman just had to back up so they could get both of us in the shot. My man, what's your mentality when you line up and protect your quarterback?
Just trying to punish the guy that's I'm assigned to. Trying to drive him out, get off, drive him off the ball. Trying to finish him every time, but making sure I'm communicating with my teammates and being a good teammate at that.
What excites you about being an Oregon Duck?
I love it. Coach Lanning, Coach Terry, they're building something. We're about to win the Natty right here. Let's go Ducks.
What are you, hold on, one more question. I can't let you. They're going to wait for me. Your teammates told me that you get bigger every day. What do you have to say for that?
I'm trying not to. Trying to eat healthy.
All right, good luck.
Thank you, man.
10th play of the drive coming up. I'm trying not to get larger every day.
Trying to eat healthy.
Yes.
Well, I tell you what, Dana down there, she's not letting anybody go.
Oh, wait a second. They're waiting for me.
Yeah. That red hat's got my name on it.
They're not taking a snap till I say I'm the one calling the hike. 2nd down and 7. Peyton Houston is the quarterback. Xavier Sabb, top athlete in the junior class, is next to him in the backfield. First play of the 4th quarter. Houston pump fake, looking to the end zone, overshoots his intended receiver. That was Jabari Mack, who signed with LSU. Team Roses started out the day 5 for 6 on 3rd downs. They are 0 for 5 since 3rd and 7 coming up.
One thing we haven't seen from either one of these two teams is the running back screen game to, try and offset this pass rush a little bit, draw that rush to the quarterback and dump it off to these running backs and get them in space.
Xavier Sabb again in the backfield with the quarterback, Peyton Houston. Houston to the near side, has a couple of blocks, will not pick up the, well, it'll be close.
Yeah, he does. It
looks like he's got it. Jabari Mack had it, broke through a couple of tackles, 1st and goal, now at about the 5-yard line.
Well, don't throw the screen to the running back, just throw it to the receiver. Nevertheless, you draw that rush in. Really good play call there by Team Roses and that offensive staff.
You had Sabb going to the right, Mack going to the near side, with a couple of blocks set up. Handoff. That's Sabb, nowhere to go.
I think this is an area of the field where if you could incorporate some quarterback run, maybe on a zone read, fake to the back, get the quarterback on the outside, get him in space.
Sam Lejeune, top 10 defensive tackle in the junior class, on the stop in that defensive front. Minute into this 4th quarter. So look at Jaden Bryant, who's on Team Pearls, but taking this play off, gets set to make his announcement. Houston on 2nd down, looking for the end zone, looking for the pylon. He's got it, touchdown. Got by Amari Sanders, who was giving chase, but it's Pop Houston, the LSU commit, with the touchdown. Team Roses in front.
Boy, really smart play there by Peyton Houston. Got out of the pocket, which I thought was really smart on his part. They're trying to work the wide side of the field, and the receivers are working to try to get open. Really tight coverage. It has a little nice pump fake to kind of freeze that in pursuit defender and wins the foot race to that front pylon.
Puts it in the end zone, puts it in the basket. Now brings it back as we got a 2-point conversion to do. No PATs allowed here after touchdowns. You hit the 2-point field goal, now you got to get the 2-point play. Braylon Calais at the top of your screen. Xavier Sabb again in the backfield. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion is Easton Royal. Top 5 wideout, Texas commit.
Media timeout.
Peyton Houston, his 2nd touchdown drive that he's led on 3 possessions that he's played today. 13 plays, 53-yard drive, took 5.5 minutes.
Yep. And really well-designed 2-point play there. You bring the motion across, you make it look like it's going to be quarterback lead, and then the quarterback just suddenly tosses it to Easton Royal, excuse me. He wins the foot race on the end around, and a well executed drive from T. Roses. We've got another school announcement coming up on the other side of the break. Stay tuned. SC next. Under Armour All-America game.
I let them. This it's more to me just to see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't be asking for tickets. I don't really do none of that. I pay my own.
I gotta get in here, family.
I've been
my
the same
dog.
way since he was here.
You want me to squeeze in there? I'm with y'all. I'm good right here. I'm not trying to block you. I ain't trying to. Good. So I'm right here with my dog.
Jaden Bud Bryant.
Look, man, you got your whole family right here. I'm over here getting the chills for you, bro. This is true. So it's a good game right here, right now. How you feeling right now? Just give me how you feeling.
I'm just ready. I'm ready right now.
Where you going? Don't do that. Hey, they told me to do it. They told me to do it. You ready? You ready to go? This
The UA Next All-America game is brought to you by Under Armour. Protect this house. Look at some of those great players of the past here in the Under Armour All-America game. Someday, players playing in this game will be on this graphic montage as we come out of break here in this 18th edition of the Under Armour Next All-America game. Team Roses with the lead, and our broadcast with a commitment, Dana.
Thanks, Matt. I'm here with Jaden Bryant, defensive end, the class of 2027. Are you ready to make your pick, my friend?
Yes, ma'am. I'm so ready.
All right, where's it going to be?
Go LSU, go LSU.
What made LSU the right pick?
Go Tigers, Lane Train.
Why LSU?
The connection I have was Coach Sterling Lucas, him living in South Carolina, going to LSU. It just made my recruitment process very easy, and me and him had this connection, so it was just a good fit for me.
Of your initial phone conversations with Lane Kiffin, what stands out to you about the type of coach he's going to be?
He's the type of coach that stands on business. He's the type of coach that's going to make me a better player on and off the field, and that's the coach I would want to be coached under.
What does it mean to have your family behind you as you make this commitment to play in college?
Oh, it means a lot. I want to thank God for putting me in the position. Couldn't have done it without these guys behind me, and I'm just very thankful for it.
Congratulations. We look forward to you ball out at the next level.
Thank you, thank you.
Matt?
Jaden Bryant headed to LSU, and he mentioned Coach Lucas. Coach Sterling Lucas, who was defensive ends coach at South Carolina, and just took the job at LSU, and so that was enough to seal the deal as we go down to Craig Hubbard.
Yeah, I am here with some current 2026 and 2027 LSU players. You guys just added to the class. Big Richard, what do you think about adding another defensive lineman?
It's going to be great. More like rotation, more dogs. So I was happy for that.
What's the best sales point about LSU?
Lane Kiffin coming in for sure. He has one of the top offenses in the SEC, so being a quarterback going to that offense has been a blessing.
Here we go, guys. Let them know you're happy LSU is adding to it.
You saw Richard Anderson, defensive lineman, big number 7, who's headed to LSU. Peyton Houston, the quarterback, who's headed to LSU. Now Jaden Bryant, the 6'4", 255-pound defensive end in the junior class. Again, so it's a marathon, not a sprint to the finish line here.
That's it. Long way to go.
Second half offense for Team Pearls, 11 plays, no yards, 1 first down. They must have heard me. They pick up positive yards, 8 yards on that first down play. That was C.J. Sadler. Haven't called his name a lot today, but you will at the next level. He's headed to North Carolina.
Yeah, versatile athlete, as we mentioned earlier, could literally play every skill position on either side of the ball. So the versatility, ball skills, open field ability, it's all there.
More than 8,000 total yards in his high school career. Remarkable. Pass again to the far side. That is complete and is a first down. Sadler again. More than 100 touchdowns in his high school career. 5 punt return touchdowns, 2 kickoff return touchdowns. Helped his high school team, Cass Tech, to a 13-1 state runner-up season.
Tom, you're seeing it too. Pitch and catch. You're getting it out of the hands quick.
Yeah, you got to. They've just had too much of a difficult time holding up for the intermediate and downfield passing game to be successful tonight.
First down and 10, down by a touchdown. Jace Johnson stepping up. Can't get through that defensive front of Team Rose's.
Yeah, the wall's just closing in there. He's able to kind of evade that defensive line as he tries to step up in the pocket. Those linebackers are coming down.
Cole Crawford has got Georgia near the top of his list. He's an in-state prospect. Caden Henderson, #1 outside linebacker in the junior class, also in pursuit.
Yeah. See the athleticism and the quickness and the size of these youngsters. And as we've mentioned earlier, most of these offensive linemen have not experienced this before at the high school level.
Justin Weeks was a little eager to get to the quarterback. Will be an offside.
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense, 5 yards, down remains 2.
Tell you what, I've been impressed with the discipline of Team Pearls up front. When they've hard counted, it has paid off each and every time tonight. And Team Roses along that defensive front hasn't had the discipline to hold their water. You'll take these free yards any way you can get them.
See big number 55 there, Lamar Brown, defensive lineman, playing some both ways. Johnson, a little low and incomplete. Intended for Lawrence Britt out of Tennessee.
And you know, too, Tom, having been a former quarterback as well, when you're constantly facing a rush at times, you see the feet stop getting set, and you just try to throw it, and it hurts the accuracy.
Yeah, he rushed that one a little bit, Craig, and the walls are closing in a little bit. Knew exactly where he wanted to go pre-snap. It was there post-snap. He's got to relax a little bit, play pitch and catch.
3rd down and 7 for Team Pearls. They are in the go-for-it zone. Cannot punt in this part of the field. Johnson heaving it deep. Underthrown, out of bounds. Jameer Brown, #1 wideout in the junior class, who's headed to Ohio State. Tried to reel that one in. He did, but out of bounds. Eli Johnson, one of the top safeties, also headed to Ohio State in the junior class. Little Buckeye battle there on the far side.
I would have loved to have seen Johnson and Brown compete for that ball if that ball was kept in bounds, because that would have been a heck of a contested matchup and put him right inside the 10-yard line.
4th down and 7, have to go for it. No punting in this part of the football field. Tyreek King at the top of your screen. The senior is headed to Tennessee. Johnson looking his way, now looking for somewhere to roam, and cannot carry anyone past to the 1st down marker. That is Kyron Haywood, top 15 defensive tackle in that junior class, forces the turnover on downs.
There's that undersized Haywood we talked about, so explosive coming off the ball and forcing yet another turnover on downs for this Roses defense. Let's see if they get another offensive score.
Locked in on the Roses team. What just happened? What's going on the field right now?
We can't seem to protect the quarterback.
Yeah. We need to protect so we can do y'all thing. How many?
The O-line to step up.
Well, see, don't throw them under the bus. Right? It's a team thing.
I know, but like.
We got to protect. If we get no protection, we can't get no perfection. Yeah. How you feeling out there?
I feel the exact same way. We need to protect the quarterback so he can get the ball to us, to his receivers.
So basically, the theme right now is that if we protect the QB, the Roses can put some points on the board and really get a win in it.
For sure. You feel me?
That's what I mean. I feel you. If you hear me knocking, let me in. I got right? You. Go ahead and handle your business. I'm gonna get back to that. Wait. What's going on out there on the field? What's going on out there right now? Talk to me.
Bro,
look this way. Talk to me.
Bro, we just having a lot of mistakes up on defense, but I mean the offense, they get on the field.
Yeah.
Feel me? They do what they can do. I mean, shoot.
We got 8 minutes. Can we see some changes coming up? What we got to get that win in this game?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
All right, stay tuned.
Swear to God, stay tuned.
All right, better make a play. Listen, all I do is ask, and they gonna provide. You know what I'm saying? He said, you're gonna make a play, do your thing, booyah.
The 48th annual FCS Championship game coming your way in just 2 days. Monday, 7:30 Eastern on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the ESPN app. Illinois State and Montana State. Pregame coverage begins at 7 Eastern. Under Armour next, All-America game on your TV screens. Less than 9 minutes to go as Team Roses leads Team Pearls. One of our Pearls, Craig Hubbard.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. You know, the game of football is going international. I'm here with a great representation of that. Luca Wolf plays at the NFL Academy in the UK from Austria. Your initial background was in basketball. What led you to football?
I went to a boarding school in Baltimore, and the football coach just said I should try out as a tight end, and rest is history.
Well, we said you were at the NFL Academy in the UK. What were you able to learn from that institution?
A lot, my whole game. I mean, those are high-level coaches, coach from the NFL, coach from college, and they brought that over. All you got to do is listen and convert what they tell you, what they teach you, and it helped me a lot, so I'm here today.
For much of the process, you were committed to Cal, then you flipped to Tennessee. What was it about the Vols?
Tennessee has just a great culture. They play in the SEC, the best conference in college football. The coaches showed me love from day one, and I think that they, with their offensive scheme and their, you know, what they teach there, just perfect for my game. Just happy to be there.
Gotcha. All right, now they got to get you a jump ball in the end zone, right? All right, we take it over to Dana.
Craig, what's so remarkable about that young man's story is that he didn't start playing football until 2023. You said it, he came to the States to play basketball. And I asked him yesterday, what are you most looking forward to going to the University of Tennessee? And he said, I can't wait to be developed. Like, he is built of the right stuff, Tom.
Yeah, I love when you hear that, so that a guy gives you the notion he's going to stick around to get better.
Gerard flips that up to the far side. Calais with the football, eludes some tacklers, fights through a couple of others, and picks up the first down. A gain of 13. Hayden Stepp, first time we've called his name tonight. More than 35 offers for the junior defensive back. Top 5 corner with the stop. First down and 10.
Just to put a cap back on Wolf, too, the other thing, coaches all week raved about it. They said he could have stood out in the field for 7 hours, loves the game's only going to get better. Great pickup by Tennessee.
That's what they see. He's outstanding in his field. First down and 10. Gerard. Plenty of time. Heaves that one down the near side, and it is a one-handed catch and a touchdown! Easton Royal! Capping it off with the flush. "42 yards with the strike. And it's all coming up Roses tonight.
Wow. We got a mini go-kart on the field right now. Celebrations ensuing for Team Roses. What a throw and catch. Hey, listen, you want a Lambo with NIL? Here you got one. Sir, we have a 2-point conversion. It's on the way.
Is that Marshawn Lynch on the field?
Yeah, I mean, what's going on?
What do you have to do to get in the car?
Oh, my goodness. What a catch. What a celebration. Easton Royal. A one-handed grab.
You know it's a good time when a go-kart spin after a touchdown isn't a penalty. Easton Royal, what a one-handed grab. Working against Joshua Dobbs in the corner. Great throw from Teddy Gerard, the Notre Dame verbal commitment who reclassified to the 2026 class.
Trying to fight his way to the end zone. That was Luca Wolf, who we talked to earlier. Could not get in for the 2-point conversion. Joey O'Brien, the Notre Dame signee, brings him down. But Royal, 3 catches, 49 yards, nothing more pretty than this.
And this ball's really thrown by Gerard, the only place it can be thrown to give the target an opportunity to catch it. Dobson's grabbing the left arm of Easton Royal, and Easton Royal just goes up with the suction cups, brings it in. He's got to tell Brewster that the gloves do work.
That's a pretty good throw there by Gerard.
It's a great throw.
And Royal flush. And how about, is that Jaira Edwards? Edwards, who is headed to Alabama. He'll drive there if he's allowed to. Let's go down to the field with Craig Hubbard.
Yeah, I mean here. I'm only going to use one hand to hold this microphone to show him that I can do it as well. Easton, what did you see there that made you know you could get that play?
Man, the play was to the whole other side of the field. I saw my quarterback rolling out. I know I had to make something shake. And shout out to my quarterback. He gave me a chance. All I need is one hand.
Was there any doubt in your mind that you can go out there and snag that with that one hand?
Never a doubt in my mind. I can do anything because God put me on this earth to do that.
Do you think Coach Sarkisian will try to get you to use 2 hands in the future?
Yes, sir, but as long as I catch it.
Gotcha. Speed is your game. What's the 40 time for Easton Royal?
This summer I clocked the 4.29 in the laser. And a 40.
4.29 the laser. Why Texas?
They have everything I need. Their scheme, they're known for very fast guys like me, Coach Jackson, Coach Sark. We have a real good relationship. And on top of that, you know, when these kids go off to college, their parents are trusting them. I have faith in that whole organization to be able to build me as a better man.
All right, it sounds like they should try to find number 3 again.
Easton Royal, Texas is where he's committed. Says he will still take some visits. Isn't cutting off those other relationships, but he is set on heading to Texas. Good news seeing Camden Lapati back in at quarterback. Haven't seen him in a while for the Illinois commit. As he scampers out of bounds, he took a big hit earlier. There he was able to evade Amari Irvin. Some trash talk there on the near side. Been practicing with and against each other all week.
Oh yeah, the competitive juices start flowing early in the week.
Irvin had the hit earlier on Camden Lapati, so he was letting the sideline know, you're lucky the sideline was here. I would have done it again. Lapati here on 2nd and 9. The Illinois verbal commit looking for some help. Flares that one off to the near side. That is caught Jafari Barnett. And we've seen that a lot here. You see the rush coming in, just flip it off to the safety valve, and we got a first down. Gain of 12.
It's a bit of the scramble drill, right? Your short receiver goes deep, your deep receiver comes back down to you when you flush the pocket. Lapati does a nice job here just buying some time and then dumping it over with a little bit of touch.
Yeah,
New
Tom,
set of downs.
You're seeing poise, and you're also seeing the ability to adapt and adjust to still make plays out of Lapati.
No question.
23-9. Team Pearls in white, needing to find the end zone and find it quick. Lapati going to find some help. Throws it off to the far side. Amari Irvin again in pursuit. The number 2 inside linebacker in the junior class. He is committed to Notre Dame, and he has been very committed to making life very difficult for Camden Lapati.
Now, one of the things that I've been impressive, and I'd like to get Craig's sense of this, you know, from the field level, is just the effort that these kids are playing in. They're having a good time, and it's an all-star game, and tomorrow it will mean nothing. But while they've been out here, these guys have really competed and played hard.
Yeah, I mean, these are some of the best players in the country. They don't get there by not being competitive. I could see it too. Walking along the sidelines, there's some guys who are kind of mad they haven't had that opportunity to make a big play yet.
Lapati over the middle. That is complete. Tyrant Horns, the new UCF commit, fighting his way across the 30-yard line. The senior out of Parrish, Florida, with the gain of 25. Gregory Batson, the top 10 inside linebackers, committed to Florida State, finally able to bring him down. But a first down here. Now Team Pearls has something going.
And Craig, to your point, I've been on the Team Pearls sideline, and some of these young men are gasping for air. So it's all-out effort in attempt to get better in this game. Game reps are important. Live reps are important.
Longest play of the night for Team Pearls. Lapati Looking to the end zone, looking for his big tight end who pulls it in. No, he dropped it. Brock Harris, the #2 tight end who is signed with BYU, had it in his mitts. Good pass defense there in the end zone as well.
Yeah, Gregory Batson, number 19, the linebacker, does a great job at the last moment getting his hand up and then swiping down at the ball to jar that ball loose and prevent a touchdown. His Team Pearls is mounting a nice drive right here, and really just good point of contact timing to get that ball out in the end zone.
Batson committed to Florida State and was able to prevent Harris from hauling that in. One of the highest level recruits BYU has ever had. And Brock Harris. Lapati throwing again to the near side, and that is incomplete. Deshaun Bowman, top 10 wideout, was the intended target. He is going to announce his commitment on February 10th. Raylon Henry, top 10 corner, who is committed to Texas A&M. But Bowman, top 10 wideout. His final 5: Miami, Ohio State, Oregon, Tennessee, Vanderbilt. He's visited those schools numerous times.
Yeah, he really thought he was interfered with there. He's a really good, agile player, especially when the ball's in the air. He's got really good ball control, can go up and get the football. That time he was entangled with some tight coverage there right around the 1-yard line.
Team Pearls 2 for 8 on 3rd down here. Tight formation with 10 yards to go. Lapati backing up, in trouble and down. Crew Jones, the Oklahoma commit. Top 10 defensive end, brings him down, and Lapati takes a sack where you just cannot take it. Loss of 20, and they have to go for it.
Well, this one's on Lapati. He's made a lot of plays when he's had to move around and navigate the pocket. And this time, you just got to throw that football away. You cannot take a loss like that when you're down. You've mounted a nice drive. You've got to understand the situation and the field position to ensure you come away with at least a field goal attempt. And now you have to burn a timeout to figure out what you want to do on 4th and a mile.
Crew Jones from Utah, headed to Oklahoma. Says Norman's a cool college town, loves the fan base, loves the atmosphere, and those Sooner fans, despite the loss to Alabama, have to be feeling good about some of those incoming prospects.
Well, between Jones and Krell, you got some guys that know how to only play one way.
Said Oklahoma fan looking up the recruiting rankings. And how does Tom Luganville evaluate that prospect?
Texting Brent Venables, giving his analysis in game. There's our pal Dana Boyle
Will
down
you
there.
let Dana into the huddle, please? I mean, she clearly
got
wants
to
to
burrow her way.
I'm in the huddle.
Okay.
10-yard ends now. These are 10-yard ends. You hear me?
What, Coach, what are you running?
We're running 3 verticals with 2 windbreakers. Hopefully we can get half of it here.
All right, good stuff.
Good job, Dana.
Just doing my job down here. I do want to make a point that Craig Hobber has only come to the field when it's not raining.
Yeah, Andy snaked you on your story.
He doesn't want to get his hair
Why
wet.
is Jaira Edwards in the Lambo again on the field?
How dare you slander me? It was raining during the second quarter.
4th down and a country mile. Lapati's going to have to heave this if he can get room to roam. Instead, he's going to run out of bounds. Four verts turned into about a gain of 4 on 4th and 30. And a turnover on downs. Team Roses will take over. 6 minutes to go. Jaira Edwards, who is headed to Alabama, the #1 safety, is having some fun. High-fiving with the drive-by.
Better slow down, we'll get a ticket.
Car looks a lot bigger in commercials, doesn't it?
It really does.
Jaira Edwards, 150 tackles on the season, 6 picks for St. Francis, which went on to win a coveted national championship. Committed to Alabama back in July. No other visits but Tuscaloosa since his commitment. Craig Hubbard will go to here after this passing play. Teddy Gerard is in at quarterback, and it's picked off. Joey O'Brien has the football, flips it to the near side. And can they get a score out of this? Zayden Gamble with the football. Gamble flips it. Oh, back to O'Brien and out of bounds. So after all of that and the loss on that sack, they get the turnover and they essentially pick up 15 yards.
Nice tackle by the bench of O'Brien along that sideline. And you're right, Matt, this puts them right back where they started with plenty of time to get back in this thing.
Joey O'Brien was essentially playing receiver on this one, the 6'5", 190-pound high school senior who's headed to Notre Dame.
Yeah, look at the length allows him to track this ball over the shoulder. And then he just does a really good job with instincts and finding open grass, and then also finding some other players that might have a little more open grass.
And that's also a testament to, look, our offense really has struggled at times. Let's create some right here.
Yeah.
Let's get as far down the field as we possibly can. First turnover of the night for either team. First down and 10 now. 5.5 minutes to go. Now we've got some Lambeau traffic.
There's always traffic in Orlando.
2 Lambos in Orlando. And now in at quarterback is Jace Johnson. As O'Brien he could use a car ride right now. Notre Dame offered him in March of 2023 during a Pot of Gold Day recruiting event, and says he would go to battle for Marcus Freeman, who recently signed a new deal with Notre Dame, so he's not going anywhere. Let's go down to the field. Dana's with Joey.
I'm with Joey O'Brien, Matt, like you said. What'd you see on that play?
I'm deep safety. Dorian told me to watch his back, so I tried to get him, and I just made a play on it.
Where'd those wheels come from?
I always had them. People say I'm not fast, but I really am.
I think we saw you're pretty fast.
And a little trick play, too, tossing it back to my guy, Zayden. Great play.
What do you have to do to get in the Lamborghini we've seen all over the field?
To get what?
To get in the Lamborghini we've seen on the field.
Oh, I was too tired. And I almost killed myself when I fell over.
All right, we're glad you're okay. Go get some rest.
Yeah, thank you.
Encroachment on the defense.
He's got wheels. Some players literally have them here on the field.
He hit that bench hard, though. He's right. Glad they invented face masks.
Joey O'Brien. Encroachment on the defense. So first down and 5. Jace Johnson in at quarterback. Game not decided yet. 5.5 minutes to go. Could get a strike here. Instead, it is intercepted. John Meredith III picks it off. Double coverage. 2 defensive backs there. But Meredith, the #1 corner, the 5-star in the junior class, pulls it in. Back-to-back turnovers.
Another one of those really, really tall, 6'2", 172-pound corners. Length, long arms. Just got his permit.
Greg, I'm waiting for you to get in the Lamborghini. You're over on that sideline.
Problem is, he's so fast, he's actually slower in that Lamborghini.
So you can catch him.
You see Krell with the pressure, the Oklahoma signee.
That's been a regular tonight.
Could have been Tayshaun Poole as well. He was back there, the top 5 safety. And Meredith. I think they negate the interception in the box score after that missed dunk. But
Placed on the 35.
John Meredith III, Texas A&M, Texas, more involved in his recruitment there as well out of Trinity High. In about 5 years, or maybe next year, we'll have actual Lamborghinis that they'll drive onto the field.
You're right.
So now Team Rose is with the football with 5 minutes and change here. The Under Armour Next All-America game. A contest that in the past has seen nearly 400 NFL draft picks combined. It is the all-star game of record. Ethan Feaster are held behind the line of scrimmage. John Meredith III is with Craig Hubbard the first.
First off, most importantly, what type of gas mileage does that Lambo get?
I ain't gonna lie, I go a lot. I ain't gonna lie, I go a lot.
Are you faster than the Lambo?
Of course, 4.32. Close enough to be a 4.29 right now, but I'm way faster than that trip.
Take us to the interception. What did you see in that opportunity?
I saw a chance for me to go get a pick, so I went to go get it. Yes, sir.
What's the plans going forward? It's only your junior year. What are you looking for on the recruiting trail? What school's standing out?
A&M, Texas, Alabama, Ohio State. They're top 4 right now. They're standing out the most. And for to continue doing what I'm doing, put my head down and work, flight, and put my trust in God. Yes, sir.
Outside of driving a Lambo on a football field, what's been the best part of the week?
Enjoying seeing the experience to chill with other people like me around the world.
Outstanding, great game. Let's finish strong.
And getting the handoff there is Zion Ely. Zion Ely getting in on the act. That is the 5-star defensive end who is headed to Maryland, number 2 overall player. Says, Coach, let me play both ways. All right, size him up as a running back.
Well,
here.
That's about the same size dimensions as Derrick Henry was when he came out. And we actually thought he projected a defensive end. Boy, were we wrong. And I think of this little moonlighting experiment with Ely may be given a false sense of reality at the next level, because you know Mike Loxley wants that pass rusher.
6'4", 230, and now that's how you play running back. Christian Alexander through the hole, and another first down as Team Rose is trying to put some icing on this cake. Gain of 16.
You were talking about Ely, though. Zaire Mathis was in this game a year ago. He came to Maryland this past season, really helped give that pass rush a jolt. They were one of the worst in the Big Ten in 2024 in terms of getting after the quarterback. Really rectified that this past season, and now they're adding even another elite pass rusher in Zion Ely.
Well, now you don't have to focus all your attention on one edge. You got another problem on the other side.
Pump fake and brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A plethora of pearls. LaDamian Guyton, number 1 outside linebacker, top 15 player in the junior class, who has verbaled to Texas Tech, reclassified from 27 a month after his commitment. So he will be there very soon. He's now in the class of 2026.
I'm telling you, man, Texas Tech continuing to load up along the defensive front. The money position, if you paid attention to the college football playoff, the common denominator is the dominance up front on both sides of the ball and the quarterback play for the remaining teams.
You mentioned paid attention. Paid is the appropriate term. Texas Tech has been able to do that, and reportedly LaDamian Guyton is quite the beneficiary. 23-9. Team Roses with the lead. The 2-minute timeout here in the Under Armour Next All-America game. Team Roses trying to add to their lead.
Hey, Braylon. Right, we arrive. Hey guys, look. How you feel about the game right now?
Feeling great. I said 50-0. We ain't quite there, but it's decent.
What you feel like the game? Like, what was the best part about the game to you?
Best part of the game, the competing against the people that's finna be at college versus me. Cause like when I go to my hometown stuff, I don't get to go against guys like this.
All right, man. Look, I just want to say I appreciate you. I've been rocking with you all week.
Come on now.
I've been rocking with you all week, and this was about more than just this game. It was the experience, bro. So I really appreciate the way you carry yourself, the way you act, and the way you move. And it's just going, it's like, bro, it's not going unnoticed, man. So I really appreciate it. Every single thing you did, man. Only a UA next, bro. 2026, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Look, hey, look. We got kids out here. They've been screaming. They've been going crazy. They've been wanting some love. So look, come on here. Show some love. Show some love. Y'all on ESPN right now. Say shout out ESPN.
Shout out ESPN.
How y'all like about the game? What y'all think about the game?
The one-hander. The one-hander.
You like the one hand?
Yeah.
All right, wait. What you think about the game?
What I like about the game?
What you think about the game?
I think the game is very good. I'm here to shout out our brother number 6, Sean Poole. You out here representing the city very well, bro. Strong.
All right, appreciate y'all, man. Hey, look, only at UA Next 2026. Back to the booth, baby.
An incredible performance. Are you not entertained? Unbelievable. There will be a new champion.
The college football playoff semifinals begin Thursday, January 8th, and continue Friday, January 9th.
College football playoff semifinals coming up. Craig Hopper, what'd you find?
I got tired of walking, so I'm taking this to the wheels. I don't know if it's good though that Dana was walking alongside me trying to interview. Let's go find Dana.
Well, I found a second mini Lambo.
Okay, where are we
Roberts is in the car. He's not letting me have a turn. You're supposed to play nice in the sandbox here. Stop playing nice in the sandbox.
This is a great way to get around.
Away.
Guys, please, please do a crash test. Please, just.
Ciao, Bill.
Get some air. I don't even see any mirrors on that, Craig. Fold your mirror out.
That is such an upgrade from his 85 Ford Taurus.
I don't want to be a reckless driver. Let me get to the sideline so they can play some football at a football game. I'm going to be here ready to charge the field here in the end zone.
Some great trade-in value on that. You can upgrade your 87 Camry, Craig. 23-9. Team Roses with the lead. Zion Ely again in the backfield. Craig Hubbard.
He doesn't have wheels like I do.
Look at his backfield stance.
Look at that.
Yeah.
He looks like an Iowa tight end.
To the end zone and picked up. Now we're getting sloppy. Picked off in the end zone. That's Joshua Dobson, who is going to back up his offense inside the 5-yard line. Dobson, the number 2 corner.
Redeeming himself a little bit there, Matt. He was the defender on the one-handed Easton Royal catch. Getting an interception there to prevent Team Roses from going up any further.
Dobson out of Charlotte, North Carolina, Catawba Ridge. Number 2 corner in the junior class. I know Florida and their new staff has made him a priority, but nice play.
Yeah, if this ball was thrown to the outside, there's an opportunity for a touchdown here. This was a sluggo, a slant and go. Dobson keeps his eyes on the quarterback, tracks the ball. That's just a poorly thrown football there.
Intended for Zion Robinson. Zion White made the tackle. All right, now we got Dana and Craig both in cars.
This thing doesn't turn great. Not great turn radius. Great on the straightaway.
Kind of like my Jeep.
There was a TV show. Sideline reporters in cars getting coffee.
The chain guy's getting mad at me because I
don't know how to back up.
Dana Boyle doing what she can to counteract the stereotypes. Camden Lapati, the quarterback. That ball is tipped and incomplete. Minute 39 to go here in the 4th quarter. 23-9. Team Roses with the lead as Joey O'Brien knocked that one down. Second down and 10 at their own 2. Team Pearls trailing 23-9 here. Trying to make something happen. Camden Lapati, who is one of the top quarterbacks in the junior class. That one to the near side. And that one was caught and complete. Gained about 20 yards. That's Tyron Horns, who committed to UCF earlier tonight, as we look at Dobson on the field, who had that interception earlier. .90 seconds to go at the UA Next All-America game.
And as we start to wind down, it's pretty neat, too. You think of guys like the Corian Moore, who was out here making plays a year ago. College football this year for Oregon. Michael Fasusi starting for Oklahoma along the offensive line. It's been a lot of fun tonight, but some of these guys that we're seeing on the field are going to make an impact in about 8 months.
The party to the far side, and that is Eric McFarland III, who is headed down the far side, crossing midfield.
Boy, he looked like he was shot out of a cannon.
31 yards on the play, who reclassified from 2028 to 2027 to the junior class. And there's a reason he's one of the top 5 players in that junior class.
Yeah, just really a sophomore. I mean, you look at the speed as he hits the edge, and then it's a foot race. Talked earlier about what an asset he is in space. Jet sweeps, bubble screens, as we saw right there, the little now screen.
I saw him this offseason at the Justin Jefferson Flight School. They brought down about 30 of the best receivers in the country. And at that point, he was still a sophomore and stood out amongst that group along with juniors and seniors. He's a special talent. He could fly.
Top 5 wideout in that junior class. Lapati trying to get his team in the end zone. Lapati with pursuers behind him. And that was Zane Rowe, top 15 defensive end in the class of 2027. Splashed onto the scene as a sophomore when he had 19 TFLs and 9 sacks, and he's been outstanding.
Look at Jake Krell off the edge. He nearly has another sack. He just misses Lapati in the pocket right there as he tries to go low. And the pursuit from the backside closing in on Lapati.
Zane Rowe is on the varsity high school team as a freshman, had 23 tackles, a couple of sacks.
Hey, Deuce.
And then as a sophomore, made a name for himself. Lapati over the middle, that is caught. Going to be a 3rd down and long. Celeste Moa, who is headed to Utah after a late flip from Tennessee. Less than 30 seconds to go here at the UA Next All-America game. Team Pearls trying to make the score a little more respectable. 23-9 here. This could be your last play. Camden Lapati to the near side, out of bounds. One more play. That was McFarland on the catch. Had a couple of nice grabs here on this drive.
We'll see if we can take a shot to the end zone. End this thing with a bang.
Three seconds to go. Team Roses will reign victorious here in this 18th edition of the Under Armour Next All-America game. Team Pearls trying to reach the end zone before all is said and done. Lapati heaves it up. That's going to be well shy of the end zone, falling outside the 10-yard line. Intended for C.J. Sadler. And the bench is clear in a good way, as they will meet at midfield, shake hands. Team Roses, your victors, 23-9. But what did we learn this week, Tom Luganbill?
Well, we learned that these kids play hard. They love to compete, combined with having fun. They develop camaraderie. They developed lifelong relationships, and they got better because they got to stack up against people that were equivalent to them, if not better in some regards, when it comes to your peers and playing this game.
(23-9). Team Roses with the win. Easton Royal, your MVP, 3 catches for 46 yards, including that 42-yard touchdown grab with one hand. Zion Ely showed his wares as a 5-star defensive end who's headed to Maryland. Got a couple of backfield runs as well. Dana Boyle is down on the field. Boyle with Royal.
Nice, doesn't it? It's got a good ring to it. Easton, I don't know if you're aware, but you were just named the MVP. When you hear that, what does that mean to you?
All thanks to God. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in this position. He allowed me to make that great play to help me and my team win.
What was it like being a part of the Roses team this week and the whole experience at large?
This is probably one of the funnest weekends I've had in a while. And us and Team Roses, the whole week, we was just creating a brotherhood, a bond. And when we stepped on this field, we knew we were going to win. Best team in the nation.
What was your favorite part of the week?
Favorite part of the week? Probably last night. We went bowling and go-karting. I ain't been go-karting in a while, so yeah.
What can we expect from you at the next level?
Greatness. Unstoppable force on my way to the league.
Where does that confidence come from?
It comes from my mom. She's a single mom of 3 boys, so I know I got to go get it no matter what. So that's really what gives me the confidence to come out here every train every day, long nights, you know what I'm saying, to get out here and perform.
Well, I know she's very proud of you. Walk us through that one-handed catch. What was going through your mind? That's unbelievable.
Honestly, the play was to the other side of the field. And, you know, I came off the ball, I was just, you know, messing with the DB. And then, you know, once I saw my quarterback roll out, I know I had to give him an option to throw downfield to make a play. And then once it was in the air, it's either mine or nobody's.
Is that something you can practice, or is that just instinctive?
It's just instinctive. I didn't even see myself catch the ball. It just connected to my hand.
You make it look easy. Congratulations. Go celebrate.
Thank you.
Easton Royal going to be playing at Darrell K. Royal Memorial Stadium there in Austin, Texas. We've had a great week. Megan Daly, Lori Mancini, Aaron Rose Carr, thanks for all of your help. Director Jimmy Lee Starling, producer Greg Pike, Kaylee Lamarca, our AD, AP Eric Sellers, everyone involved with Intersport, Drew Russell, David Head, those operating our cameras, those behind the scenes. It's a group effort and another great game.
Another great game. We even thank Craig and Dana. Forgot about them.
It was the car driving.
I just want to make sure I got them in.
Crossed them off the list. Yeah. 23-9. Team Roses with the win over Team Pearls. The 18th edition of the Under Armour Next All-America game. The stars of tomorrow on display today. Some players will be playing with each other at the next level, some against each other. But today, in this week, all teammates and all All-Americans. What a week. Lambos, flexing, touchdowns, slam dunks, some wind, some rain, and some fun in the sun all week long in DeLand, Florida. Thanks to everyone for their contributions this week at Under Armour Next All-America game. Congrats to all the recent commits. Good luck in college, and for some, good luck in your senior year of high school. We'll see you next year in Florida.